Hi you guys, my name is Lanisha and welcome back to my channel if you're new here. I'm going to be doing a collective reading. I do more than readings. I also provide life coaching, mentorships, and the list does go on. I go by being a wise counsel, so that's pretty much what my services consist of. All right, but right now I'm going to be doing a collective reading, so only take what resonates, okay? Let's see. All right, this is the Repair Evolution Growth deck. Okay, this is how it looks. Golden by Jill Scott is significant. The next song we have coming on is Lovely by Brent Faiyaz. Cleansing could be significant. I just thought about cleansing. Daily routines that are productive, positive, that helps in terms of self-care, self-love. All right, right now I'm currently lighting some sage. All right, cleansing the energy within and around me. Seems a bit peaceful. Peace in the midst of chaos could be significant. Also, your beliefs are really important when it comes to your reality. Okay, we're also going to be using the Shadow Work Oracle cards. All right. Welcome in, welcome in. About to get started on this collective. If you would like to have a message for yourself, because this is a collective, it's not a personal, make sure you do double tap the screen. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. All right, what message does the collective need to hear today? Whoever will be coming across this message, okay? Don't forget, it will be uploaded to my YouTube if you can't stay for long. No worries. If you want to get on the list yourself, $10 questions and $50 readings. However, if you cannot afford my prices, donation-based is accepted, which is basically anything you are able to afford. Okay? Let's see. I'm going to start off with this deck. Some of my cards became water damaged. So we're going to start off with the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Some of you guys could literally be star seeds. I'm also thinking of Earth Angels 144. You could resonate with that number a lot. All right, what message do I have here for the collective? Yes, it really all depends on your energy. Like if you're not at peace, if you have certain belief systems that or a perception of your reality, that's gonna determine how your life is gonna go. Whether you're gonna be happy, not as grand, no matter what happens in your life. Okay? The cards that come out, you could be in this energy already or you're encouraged to step into this energy. The first card that came out was Break the Chain. What is restricting you? What are you bounded to? Is it something dealing with your thoughts? Is it something tied to pessimism? Is it something tied to bad habits? It says ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. All right, break the chain when it comes to ancestral patterns. Okay, you could be rewriting your future. You could be healing. All right, boundaries. Okay, this could have a lot to do with your boundaries. It doesn't have to. Now, this energy says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. Do you have a habit of doing similar things as your ancestors once done it? All right. We got birthing a new age here and unbound. Love that, because we were just talking about being bounded to something. So it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So you could be in this energy of healing, rewriting the future. You could be breaking the chains of certain patterns, ancestral patterns, generational curses. You could be releasing soul patterns, contracts, and any past life contracts or anything like that. I feel like you're birthing new creations or encouraged to. This song is by Nick Jonas. It's called Jealous. You could have a masculine in your energy who's jealous when it comes to other people towards you. In masculine energy, this could be male or woman, but for a lot of you guys, it could be a male. You call me a sis. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to take this in reverse, but it did flip out in the reverse. On the back of the deck, we got transformation. So you guys could be experiencing a transformation, even if you do not see it. Alright, things are changing at a cellular level. This can even be within your physical body. Okay? As above, so below can even be significant, even when it comes to your dreams. Alright, we got leap coming out in the reverse. Release any fears. Okay? Some of you guys, you may be encouraged to take a leap. You may be encouraged to, before taking a leap, to establish better boundaries in whatever area is needed, or whatever the case may be, right? But leap, it can also be significant in the upright, which means you go first, the universe will catch you. Okay? Puffing my chest, I'm getting ready to face you. Moon energy. You could have an air sign moon. Aries, not Aries. Some of you guys can have a fire sign moon, specifically Aries moon. And everybody wants a taste, that's why. I knew I was feeling that love energy. What is the message here for the collective? Oh, we got this coming out in the reverse. It says journey inward. Okay. The path to enlightenment starts within you. This is a card of introspection and growth. All right, you go first. The universe will catch you. We have seductive allure coming out. Shadow work could be encouraged. All right, it says instant gratification blinds you to the consequences. This is a card of craving, promises, and hidden. Okay, so be mindful. That's why you're encouraged to journey inward. A lot of you guys may not be doing this. Or maybe you're not being consistent. All right, we got hidden desires here. Maybe that's why something is pulling on your energy. With hidden desires, it says your deepest desires hold the seed of your potential. Okay, this energy ties to longing, passion, and fulfilled. Okay, with the shadow blossom here, flowers are really significant. The sky, hiking, or mountains. This can even be metaphorically when it comes to mountains. This could be something that's like obstacles. Okay, now it says you need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. Take that as you will. Okay, this is a card of resilience and nourishing. Just like a flower needs its water and it needs its sunlight, right? Some plants need more, they bloom more in darkness, right? But when it comes to polarity, the balances between light and darkness, then, you know, just take it how it resonates for you. All right, on the back of the deck, we have sacred boundaries. Okay, respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. This is a card of assertiveness and self-care. There's always messages to give, but I'm going to go ahead and switch to the next deck. All right, any more messages here for the collective? So like, as I said, the cards that come out, you can already be in this energy or you're encouraged to step into this energy. Okay, a lot of you guys could already be breaking the chain or you're encouraged to break the chain. A lot of you guys could be implementing boundaries or encouraged to see where you need to establish better boundaries. Okay, you're being encouraged to take a leap of faith and to also possibly move forward. Okay, it says you go first, the universe will catch you, especially if you're not in this energy already. Okay, introspection and growth is very significant. Be mindful of instant gratification. I seen ChatGPT mention something about give it 90 seconds before indulging in something, especially if it's pulling on you emotionally, because usually when that time frame passes, you'll be a little bit more calm and at ease instead of in this tempted energy to move forward towards something, right? Especially if it doesn't have your best interest at heart. Okay. We got longing, passion, and fulfilled, okay? Your deepest desires hold the seed of your potential. And resilience and nourishing is here. Okay, a lot of you guys could be very resilient or encouraged to, keep going, keep moving forward, be resilient, but as well as to nourish yourself. That's like going through a whole war and battle, but not seeing the medic, right? So you got to tend to yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever the case may be. Remember, I mentioned perception. This is talking about perspective. For those of you who resonate with this talks about a distorted view. Okay, so it says a change in perspective is needed to view you or the situation with compassion. The root core of pain is often associated with how you may view yourself or the situation from a wounded place. Choosing to heal this brings the broken pieces back together to create a healthy viewpoint. Maybe you went through some things in your life and it's caused your view to become distorted. You may be responding out of a traumatized version of yourself rather than the authentic version of yourself. So you may be showing up not fully in, your power or this and that, right? Any more messages here for the collective? Yep, addictions are very significant. Your family dynamics is significant. Okay, and betrayal is on the back of the deck, and inflexible is on the front. Okay, so with betrayal being on the back, it talks about revealed. All right, it says the situation will reveal to you the intention behind it, whether it's you betraying yourself in some way or another person or situation. You are being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that hinder the clarity that is needed. Okay, so a lot of you guys probably need clarity, especially when it comes to family dynamics, relationships overall. Okay, I'm not really sure what this card says. As I said before, a lot of my cards did get water damage. So it says live with passion by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy, not the opposite. When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe responds by creating opportunities that support your soul's purpose and passion. That is most definitely true. Okay, now with family dynamics here, we have reconcile, and it's coming out in the reverse. Your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. Okay, take the messages how they resonate, guys. We got addictions. Okay, this talks about compassion, and I just thought about roller coaster. So something could have been like this push and pull dynamic, a roller coaster ride. And it says the situation is influenced by an addictive behavior that is influencing you or the person involved. Pain and trauma are being projected. Try to see the truth of the situation by stepping outside of the chaos to create an opening for forgiveness, patience, and compassion. Okay? Interesting. Now, this song is by Mariah the Scientist. It's called Like You Never. Okay? 7:55 on the clock. Yeah. On the back of the deck, we have love. And a lot of times this is tying to unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. On the front, okay, we're not going to do the front because these are key terms here. So we're going to put this to the side. We're going to give the deck a shuffle, and we're going to see what the messages are. All right, this is mixed in with tarot and oracle cards. Thank you for double tapping the screen. If you guys want to pull a message for yourself, make sure you are double tapping, gifting, following. All right. This helps pull more on your energy. It's also an energy exchange, showing that you're giving and receiving, right? If you can't stay long for this message, it will be uploaded to my YouTube. If you're just now joining in and you do not know who I am, hi, my name is Lenisha. I go by being a wise counsel. I don't just provide tarot readings. but this is currently a collective. If you would like to get on the list for your own personal $10 questions and $50 readings, but if you cannot afford my prices, don't worry, donation based accepted, okay, which is basically anything you are able to afford. I also provide life coaching, mentorships, and the list goes on. Remember earlier we talked about that mountain energy, and it was giving hike or obstacles, and this can even look a bit like of an illusion, or it's mixed in with like a river, something of emotional and something of physical. Maybe this can be encouraging you to balance out the two. All right, take the messages how they resonate for you. I'm just the messenger here. The cards do not talk. We give the message. So you are also a messenger yourself. Everyone has spiritual gifts. Trust your intuition at all times. Leave the message for somebody else if it doesn't resonate with you. All right, the mountain. She has a skull here that's lighting up. And the skull is reminding me of like a death and rebirth, and maybe some type of enlightenment after that death and rebirth. Who's carrying it is something of a maiden. Seems like a feminine energy. This can be male or woman. All right. With this deck specifically, it talks about obstacles, delays, and challenges. Okay. And on the other side, we got the Four of Coins. So Taurus, Capricorn, and or Virgo energy could be significant. Aries, Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius. Okay. This Four of Coins used in this deck specifically talks about materialism, hoarding, security, and it can also talk about greed and control. So this could be talking about things within the earthly plane, like physical matters, whether it's of material value or whether it's, you know, just tying to the 3D plane. But yeah, prosperity most definitely could be significant. Maybe some of you guys are saving up your coins for like a huge purchase. Maybe you could be hoarding money. Maybe some of you guys are being smart, you know, saving up for a rainy day. Now, the butterflies, I'm seeing butterflies and mushrooms. Someone with curly hair, and they have this little headband thing, yellow, over there. That could be really significant for some of you guys. Disney shows with the princesses could be very significant. I'm seeing books and a treasure box. It looks like a key. You insert a key into it and it'll unlock. Now, this song is by Trey Songz. It's called Can't Help But Wait. All right. It's lightning. It's lightning outside. When I went outside earlier when I was walking my dog, it was very foggy. Maybe there could be some confusion going on. Now, this is just literally actual 3D plane, naturistic type of vibes, then fog could be significant. Smoke clearing up. All right, we got Four of Cups here. So angel number 44. I seen 444 earlier, but I wasn't on live. A King of Wands is out here, and then we have addiction. So you or someone else in your energy could be in this energy of apathy, okay? Meditation could be very significant. Maybe you've been meditating or encouraged to. There could be some type of regret going on. I'm seeing somebody taking shots or drinking their sorrows away. Know that you cannot, in order to heal something, you have to feel it, okay? Smoking, drinking, this is going to be temporary, okay? And negative coping mechanisms. And in actuality, you're not really helping yourself. Okay, journaling could be a good thing. Getting out into the sun could be a good thing. Petting a furry friend, even if it's your neighbors. Okay, just doing things that are healthy for the mind, body, and soul. All right, to also help you cope a little better, maybe shifting the way that you look at things as well. Gaining a higher perspective. The color indigo or the name could be very significant. I'm seeing somebody with a green shirt, and it looks like a collar-made shirt. They have hair on the arms. Doesn't have to have hair on the arms. All right. I'm seeing at least 4. I'm seeing 3 empty bottles. And then there's this one big bottle. And then there's this little shot glass with a little of something to drink inside. So synergy could be very significant. Some of you guys, maybe you're needing to let go of some emotional burden. Okay. And some negative habits, right? Because I'm seeing addiction out here. You're being encouraged to step into a leadership role. Okay, if we were to put you in a leadership role, operating in a certain energy will probably not be the best energy, right? You probably won't really give Paragon, right? But you're also human. It's fine to be angry, to be sad, but don't allow these energies to become negative, right? Sadness eventually turns into depression. And a lot of times when you have unhealed trauma and everything like that, it turns into disease, okay? Because the body is at dis-ease, okay? Next thing you know, you got inflammation, you got lupus, and all of this stuff, all right? So this song is by Mariah the Scientist. It's called Note to Self, all right? Maybe some of you guys learned a lot on the way, and you have this note to self, or maybe you're encouraged to dive more into that and provide yourself with such. Now, I'm seeing codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint, okay? 1 of 5 or 6 could be significant. All of these don't have to be significant, but the energy of this, okay, so addiction most definitely is significant, and these key terms most definitely is significant. 1 could just resonate with you, or all of the above, all right? Take it how it resonates, because this can be some of your energy, another person's. Just take the messages how they resonate. And remember, we talked about lightning. Look at that. Interesting. Okay. And 1, 2, 3 could be very significant. Now, the King of Wands, you could be a fiery energy or dealing with somebody with a fiery energy, or they could be Aries, Leo, and or Sagittarius. Okay. This usually talks about someone who's a natural leader, very innovative. It gives visionary, okay? And as I told you guys before, usually when you see this card, you're encouraged to step into some type of a leadership role, okay? But it's a characteristic card. Either it's asking you to embody the qualities and characteristics of this individual, or this could be your personality traits, characteristics already, or it's talking about somebody else outside of your energy, okay? Welcome in, you guys. This is a collective. Now, with the lightning energy on the back of the deck, we got karmic relationship. So a lot of you guys, this is most definitely talking about whether it's platonic connections, romantic connections. There could be some type of addictions that surfaces you or another person's energy. There could be some regret, apathy, crying over spilled milk, okay, or just basically still hurt from a situation, feeling discontent with something, especially emotionally, something not sitting well, okay? Now with lightning here, some people may think of it as a tower moment, which tower moments can be something that's unexpected, at times chaotic, destructive, right? But it's also necessary to happen. Ego deaths could be significant. This song is called United Nations plus 1,000 Ways to Die. This is also by Mariah the Scientist. Okay, she could be really significant. I'm not sure when her birthday is, whether it's the month, the day, the year, or her zodiac sign, but she could be just very significant. Maybe you like listening to her music. Maybe her zodiac sign or birthday, whatever could be significant. But with lightning here, it talks a lot about a sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Heavy transformation energy coming out here, especially from things that you've experienced. They probably didn't feel so great emotionally. I'm seeing black lipstick. Somebody could be gothic, or maybe they had that phase when they were a teenager. Seeing a rose. It also has like a blue leaves though. I'm seeing the blue stem and leaves with the red rose, but maybe blue or red or multicolor roses could be significant. I'm also seeing a tree that's multicolor as well, whether it's one tree or several, okay? Okay, past, present, and future energy could be significant, whether these things have already happened and you're in this present moment getting information, whether this is something that has yet to happen, whether you're currently experiencing this. Just take the messages how they resonate. And don't forget, this is a timeless reading. Timeless readings basically can resonate any point in time in your life. It doesn't have to just resonate when you see it the day of. Sometimes it can resonate in the future. Sometimes it's confirming things of the past. Like even a year from now, the message can resonate. 5 years from now, the message can resonate, right? So just take the messages how you see fit. Now with karmic relationship here, this can also be somebody that you still have some type of emotional energy towards. Maybe some of you guys are a hopeless romantic of chivalry, very idealistic, okay? Maybe you connect with people who the average person would feel like this is your type. This don't look like your type. You know what I'm saying? You could be somebody who's like schoolgirl, etc., and you date like the bad boys. You know, very different opposites energy, right? You can also have someone who's coming towards you that's of chivalry and who's possibly idealistic. You don't want to be in hopeless romantic energy. When I did more research on the hopeless romantic energy, it's not really the best. Okay, so if you have weaknesses that you need to turn into strengths, once again, like the boundaries and everything else, please make sure you implement those in life. The main important project that you'll be working on in life will be that of yourself. Okay, the best relationship in the world that you can have is one with yourself. Turn your weaknesses into strengths. Now, we got karmic relationship. Maybe you were in one, maybe you're currently experiencing one, whether you're in no contact, or maybe this is future energy that you can avoid. Just take it how it resonates, okay? The karmic relationship energy usually ties to fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. You could be letting go and loving you, or encouraged to. 9 times out of 10, eventually you will, because a lot of times karmic relationships teach you to do just that. 777 could be very significant. 333 as well. Okay, we got 1614, 808 on the clock, so 888 can even be significant. Popeyes. Fried chicken, roosters, chickens. Fast food, child. Then when I thought of that, I thought of somebody being like clogged up because of what they've been eating. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. You don't want to be old and can't even wipe your own, you know what, okay? Do the things that you should be able to do. Some people think you get old and you're just supposed to have, it's normal to have canes and be handicapped. Like, there's this 80-year-old lady who can do push-ups. You know, she don't do no walking slow or none of that. So, you are what you eat, okay? Feed your mind, body, and soul with healthy nutrition, vitamins, protein. Okay, some people indulge in sea moss, coconut water instead of regular water. For skin, rose water could be good. Changing your diet could be significant. Your routine. All right, what is the message here for the collective? She said, don't waste your time waiting on me, honey. This is a song by KWN. It's called War to Be Over. It's currently 8:10. I've been seeing 9:10, but it's currently 8:10. So, I'm not sure how this works, but you know how there's Central Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time, Pacific, whatever? Excuse me. The time zone that's very significant is one that's an hour earlier than Central Standard Time. So, for instance, it's currently 8:10 here. If you stay in the region or an area where it's 9:10, that could be very significant. Okay? See, Miss Allie said it's 9:10. Archie as well said it's 9:10 for them. So, I don't know where you guys are at for it to be an hour early, but those areas where you're in, confirmation for you that this message could be for you, very significant. Okay? Now, it says, be your own friend, be your own lover. Okay? Be your own friend or lover. This is the Jack of Hearts coming out. Wine and dine yourself. Take yourself out to the movies. Take yourself out to go eat. Okay? On the back of the deck, it says, the person on your mind is significant. So maybe the person on your mind, I know sometimes we try to force somebody to be in our head, but a lot of times it just picks up mainly on who's coming out in your energy, right? Whether you're trying to avoid thinking about that one person and think about somebody else, a lot of times it's mainly going to pick up on who's mainly like coming out heavily in your energy. So the person on your mind could be very significant. Maybe you can get some messages out here to give you clarity when it comes to them or the connection. Okay. I did get my blood drawn today, and my freaking arm, it seems like stiff or like still a bit, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys should do a checkup with the doctor. Okay. Don't just go to the doctor when you suspect you got an STD, honey. Okay. Make sure you really go check, get your physicals, your yearly stuff, not just, you know, general practitioners, but also dentists, eye doctors, whatever. I don't really promote wearing glasses and all of this stuff. If you have bad eyesight, usually carrots can help, and other things, you know. Herbalism could be significant. All right, we got the Joker coming out. Life is good, but it's about to get better. Okay, period. On the back, it says, don't sleep on yourself. Don't sleep on you. No sleeping. Okay, so look, don't sleep on yourself or what you could create in your own life or what can manifest in your own life. All right. On the back, it says, don't alienate yourself. Hashtag expand. See, if you don't know certain definitions to things or terminology, whatever, make sure you look them up. But usually alienating could be keeping yourself from something, right? Like you're an entrepreneur and you mainly do business in person instead of social media. So that could be, if especially resonating with you towards career, if you already had the thought before or whatever. Maybe if you hear me say this and you like, you know what, that's a good idea, whatever. An example, don't alienate yourself to just in-person sessions or entrepreneurship, but also expand social-wise through social media, whatever the case may be, right? Maybe you can promote yourself there. Maybe you can do services online, whatever, right? Now, what is the message here for the collective? We may get one more. The military could be significant. Then I just seen not worth. All right, on the back, we have soulmate incoming. Get ready. Love that. This is the Three of Wands energy. Some of y'all could be anticipating soulmates, okay? The love that is finally going to be for you, or, you know, maybe you could be moving forward in your in alignment with this individual and these people, right? Because soulmate energy, it can come up as platonic as well. It doesn't have to just be romance. But it says follow your dreams. So self-love is the best love. Okay, watering your personal garden, going after what you are passionate in, fulfilling your dreams in life, and then everything else will catch up with you. Okay, remember I told you guys that 144 could resonate with you guys, and then somebody came in here with the name the 144. It's giving the chosen one. Okay, don't compete where you don't what is it? Don't compete where you don't compare. Okay, remember we already talked about not sleeping on yourself. Maybe some of you guys would do very great with confident. I was about to say confident rituals, but affirmations. Okay, positive affirmations. All right, it says girl or guy of their dreams. You are the girl or guy of someone's dreams, or maybe vice versa. Someone is going to be the girl or guy of your dreams. And this is the Seven of Wands here. Okay, it ties to standing your ground. Okay, maybe some of you guys encourage you to stand your ground to attract this girl or guy of your dreams, because it can happen. It's not something that's a fairy tale dream. And, you know, even though we love the fairy tales and magic and all that, right, real and true, you can actually create and implement this type of lifestyle into your life. Like I said, which brings us back to the beginning of the message. Your beliefs, your perception, etc. really dictates or determine, you know, how life is going to feel or whatever the case may be. Now, it says, don't owe none. That's it. Don't owe nothing. So confirmation that you guys don't owe anything. Okay, the karmic debt has been paid off. If somebody is trying to make you feel like the bad guy, guilty of something, etc., take it how it resonates. If you know that you've been lacking integrity and everything else, okay, you haven't been the best person, okay, Because sometimes, you know, we got cross watchers coming in, getting, listening to other people's messages. But anyways, it says you owe nothing. You don't owe anyone anything. All right. On the back of the deck. Right. We read that already. Okay. Mariah the Scientist again. This is called Is It a Crime? What's it to you? Is it a crime? Earlier I was called to pull these Moonology oracles. I may actually use the other Moonology deck as well. So I may pull 2 from here. The year 2022 could have been significant. 2020. Excuse me. 222 once again. And a lot of times that can talk about balance and harmony, especially when it comes to relationships. All right, if you guys do not follow me already, make sure you do give me a follow because you may never see my face again, okay? It's currently 8:18 on the clock. All right, engine number 14 is popping up again. Engine number 18 is out here. 1414. So you could be seeing mirrored numbers, whether it's 1001, right? It's still 1010. Okay, it's the same exact number duplicated, okay? Mirrored. So... the list is open, you guys, if you want to get on the list. Thank you so much for the likes and the follows. I appreciate it. All right, on the back it says the answers you need are coming. With this full moon in Gemini here, this energy gives the answers that you need are coming. Okay, so Gemini energy most definitely could be significant. And we have faith in your dreams. This is the waxing crescent moon energy. Okay, luck is on your side. Okay, this is the new moon in Sagittarius energy. So Gemini, Sagittarius energy could be significant. All right, as well as the first quarter moon energy, which ties to your commitment is being tested. Okay, that's probably why the resilience energy was coming out. And then we also have communication is key, whether this is you getting into journaling, having deep conversations with yourself, or opening up your throat chakra to where you're speaking about things that you want to speak on, okay? Whatever, however it may resonate for you. Whenever you hear these messages, something should click. If it doesn't necessarily click, maybe it'll click later, or maybe you just got some mental work that you need to, you know, do. Maybe some mental relaxation could help, some journaling, some crown chakra work. All right, and a lot of times in other areas and other chakras could also help, because a lot of times maybe due to an imbalanced root chakra, that's why your crown chakra is imbalanced, right? So really balancing all the chakras could really be great for you, but communication is key. Whether you're dealing with people who don't know how to communicate, etc. Okay, once again, a lot of these energies could be what you're already operating in or encouraged to, or it could be other people outside of your energy. I like this song. It's called Open. In parentheses, it says passionate. This is a song by Kehlani. Now, this super moon energy is out here. It says emotions are running high. Your emotions, other people's emotions, right? But be mindful of reacting out of instant gratification, because this may blind you to the consequences of your actions. All right, and the list goes on. Then I just got don't do things that are bad for you. All right, remember you're also the co-creator of your life. So be the main character in your story, not the extra. All right, let's go ahead and pull the other Moonology deck. See what's going to come out here. The name Rebecca could be significant. Campbell. Okay. Taurus energy could be significant. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? That song could be significant. New York could be significant. Stars. The stars is significant. Remember we talked about that star seed energy. A lot of you guys could resonate with the archetype of crone, C-R-O-N-E. Crows or birds can also be significant. Archery. Any more messages for the collective? Taking a break from work and then coming back feeling like a lot better, okay, can also be significant. Picking up on distractions, but healthy distractions. All right, this song is by Summer Walker. Nope, never mind. It's the same song. All right, now this is the last quarter moon in Gemini. It ties to clear your mind. Okay. Encouraged to clear your mind if you are not already. Any more messages here for the collective? Alrighty. Yeah, the color purple could be significant. Amethyst or shades of purple. Your intuition, crown chakra. All right, Virgo energy could be significant. Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. We said that earlier. Cancer energy out here. On the back of the deck, it says relax. Okay, this is the new moon in Cancer energy. And I was kind of feeling that a bit, especially when the energy of leap came out in reverse, because a lot of times it can still resonate in upright, and sometimes it can be telling you some type of message in its reverse position, whether it's looked at in a more shadow energy, not necessarily opposite, and also separate from that in opposite energy, right? And of course, leap would be remaining still, to me at least. Take it how it resonates for you. Now, this doesn't mean that you're not encouraged to leap in some way or aspect, but if this is kind of a contradictory type of message, then you'll have to trust in your intuition when it comes to that, because maybe you're being encouraged to hold up a sec, then take the leap, or maybe you're being encouraged to take a leap of faith in some type of aspect and rest. Like, it can really resonate in different ways, you know? Now, with this full moon in Scorpio, it ties to breathe through the tension. Yes, practice mindfulness, healthy coping mechanisms, okay? Don't just sit in torture, right? Help yourself relieve stress and a lot of other things. And to also keep you from diving into lower vibrational energies. This could be separating yourself from these things. This could be implementing certain actions or activities or whatever the case may be to help you maneuver, coexist, etc. Now, with the full moon in Sagittarius, it says, see the bigger picture. They literally have the, oh no, they're fishing. I thought this was, no, this is archery. We just talked about that. They have the arrows. So, see the bigger picture. My hand feels like it wants to shake. So, people who has like, is it tremors? That could be significant, or maybe just nervousness or the body needing more protein, vitamins, etc. Even if you're a plant-based vegan individual, totally fine. You can chickpeas, beans, certain, right, can give you your protein. But really fueling your body in a healthy way is really important. All right, drinking enough water. Now, with this first quarter moon in Virgo, it says assess the situation. Look up ASSESS to get a more, understanding. Sometimes, of course, we feel like we know what words mean. It's fine. Look it up anyway, okay? Assess the situation. Okay, now Avant is coming on. This is called Read Your Mind. Some of you guys could have telepathy. You can read minds. Maybe this is a connection that you have with someone else. Maybe a person who you have yet to meet. Okay, sunflower fields are significant. Sunflowers. The new moon in Leo is here, and it tells you to shine. Shine. Oh, yeah, someone's name is Star Child. Starseed energy. All right, now, last quarter moon in Cancer. It says take a breather. We just got done talking about relax. Okay, take a breather. Okay, give yourself a little break. See, a break is fine to take a pause. We're not being stagnant. We're not doing any of this other stuff, right? It's fine. It's fine. I know what you're thinking, but it's all right. Maybe that's a message from your spiritual team. Maybe it's a message from another human being walking this plane. Whether you came into connection with them already, whether you didn't, child, look, take it how it resonates. Okay. Now, a lot of y'all in this collective are going to really need to take these messages how it resonate, because I've said this like over several times for you to take the message how it resonate. And for a lot of you guys who also believe that there's no such thing as a coincidence, I honestly feel like me saying that so many times, possibly literally more times than I've ever said in a live, I feel like that could be significant for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoever knows how many people. Okay. It says you have all that you need. This is the King of Cups energy in tarot. But with the playing cards, it's the King of Hearts. Okay? But this energy says you have all that you need. And on the back, it says genuine. Confirmation, keep on being genuine. Keep on being, you know. And we got pressure. That song by 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne, Pressure, could be significant. But it's giving 10 out of 10. Pressure. All right? You are so stunning. You could be a model. Maybe you're not a model, but you could have fooled us, honey. Okay? Maybe this can even be less 3D plane wise and more spiritual ranking. Like you are like this paragon energy, right? There goes self-discipline. On the back of the deck, it says you are not doing it alone. Invisible forces are working with you. Love that. Okay. On the back of this, it says present tense. So a lot of you guys, the present timing, present tense could be significant. Now that doesn't exclude the past and the future, but most definitely present tense for some reason, for some of you guys, is significant. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna use with this deck, and I'm gonna put this back up. As we know, there's always messages to give, but I'm gonna put these back. People with the letter K in their name could be significant. Family members are most definitely significant. Like maybe you have an uncle with the name, the first letter K in their name, or it doesn't have to be an uncle. All right. The last quarter moon in Capricorn says, leave the past behind. Full moon in Pisces says, forgive. So, of course, as you do this, forgive. Okay. Don't forget, guys, gifts are accepted. The list is open. All right. If you do not know who I am, my name is Lenisha. I go by being a wise counsel. I don't just provide tarot readings. I also provide life coaching, mentorships, and the list does go on. I have other platforms that has gaming content, podcasting content. Everything you need is in the link in my bio. Even if you want to check out my reviews or leave a review in my website if you would like to do so. This channel song is by Alex Isley. It's called Good and Plenty. Yeah, astrology and numerology is very significant. Divination, yeah, all that. It's giving things that are not as logical, right? But balancing out the mind and emotions is great. Balancing out spirituality and practicality is great. But it's something about these things that are very extraterrestrial or... yeah. Don't sleep. Ah, God. She said, hope you don't sleep. Remember we just got done saying don't sleep on yourself? She said, hope you don't sleep on me. I got good and plenty. Hey, if people's perception of you is not your fault. If they misunderstand you, they don't see your value, your worth, that has nothing to do with you. It doesn't make you less valuable. Okay? What does that mean on your end? Are you going to chase after something? Are you going to do this? It's your life at the end of the day, honey. I ain't going to tell you what's right or wrong. I guess it's up for you to determine how you're going to live your life. Right? Religion exists, spirituality exists, all of these other forms and identities and everything else. But who are you? All right, we got the book. Interesting. Research, truth, Education. We're going to put this to the side. It comes with a guidebook. We're going to look that up soon. This is the 26 card. You can do 6 minus 2, or you can do 2 plus 6 and get the angel number that you see fit. This is also the 10 of diamonds on here. 10 ties to renewal. Okay. So the 10 of pentacles and tarot could be significant. Pisces energy. The book you're studying, yeah, some of you guys could be in school or something, doing things by the book, or it really all depends on who you are. See, we're all very different, but for some reason we're in the same collective and we could be able to, you know, take messages, but we'll still have to take in how they resonate with us in particular. I've got the tree of life could be significant to someone. We got the death coming out and the magician. So Scorpio and Gemini energy could be significant. The death, remember I talked about death and rebirth and like all of this stuff. A lot of you guys could have went through something that was very, it really changed you internally and your external reality for a lot of you guys. All right, this is an energy of new beginnings, transformation, and a powerful movement. LGBTQIA plus could be significant. Rebel energy. Yeah, I mentioned the military earlier. All right. And then we have the magician. But I wasn't really as specific in it. A lot of you guys sometimes make sure you're not doing things in a way of scarcity tactics. Sometimes because I prefer you guys to do whatever you want to do in life, but at the same time, you know, just be mindful of what you do. Remember we talked about the instant gratification blinds you to the consequences and like all of this other stuff. If you guys want to join the military, that's you. At one point in time, I wanted to join the military by several times in my life. Oh God, when I was a teenager and, you know, everything else. And just be mindful of operating like in a sense of like scarcity tactics. Like, oh, I'm doing this because this seems like the only option. Or, you know, at least I'll have housing. At least I'll have school. At least this, and that. But a lot of times you have all that you need. And a lot of times the answers are within you. And a lot of times success doesn't determine your education level. It doesn't determine how many cars or money or houses you have. It's about like really who you are. But be mindful, you are the magician. You are the creator of your life. You know, at the end of the day, just make sure your beliefs are not restrictive, fear-based, etc. And just keep moving forward how you see fit. But yeah. Okay, we have resourcefulness, manifestation, and make things happen. This could be the energy you're in or encouraged to step into. A lot of times this card is just reminding you that you have all the tools and resources that you need within and also outside of self. I remember when I went to this boxing gym, a friend was working there. And child, I would have never knew that I could run a whole mile straight until I've experienced it. Right? So I know sometimes people join because they want to make a difference, they feel, or because they want to become more structured or whatever. A lot of times we don't need anyone else's help to get us where we need to be in life. Okay? And I don't know who this message is for, but if you're wanting to travel to feel at peace, you may still travel and still not be at peace. Because a lot of times, peace is not found outside of self. Happiness is not found outside of self. Maybe it could do a lot of justice. Maybe getting out of a toxic situation could be good. Maybe traveling to a new, area could be well. But a lot of times, if there's internal conflict, etc., you got to get down to the bottom of that. And once again, a lot of times, it just takes time, a changed perspective, forgiveness, healing. Overall, healing is to reflect on what you've been through, to accept that it's happened, and to forgive those involved, even if that's yourself. Sometimes we beat ourselves up about stuff. Okay? We be our worst critics, okay? But we have date coming out. It's coming out in the reverse. Okay? Now, usually this energy ties to meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan or set a date, whether this is somebody else's energy or yours. But for some reason it's in the reverse. A lot of times I look at reversals in its opposite position or just a shadow aspect. Like it's still being upright, but maybe it's delayed or maybe, you know, something, right? Now, with the anchor here, it's number 35 of the cards. Some of you guys, you could be 26 or the age 26. The year 2026 could be significant. 35 years old, mid-30s, mid-20s. All right, this is the Nine of Swords in tarot. Okay, well, it's representing the Nine of Spades, which is the Nine of Swords in tarot. But the Nine of Swords usually ties to intense anxiety, okay, excessive worry and fear and pessimism. It's beyond living in your head. It's actually 10 times more worse, okay? Ships could be significant. Pirates are, okay. Fish. Now, this energy, this anchor energy ties to security, resilience, and restraint. Confirmation. I feel like a lot of you guys could do justice meeting new people. And a lot of you guys still make sure you're doing the work that's necessary on the inside. Because you could meet somebody who is, you know, it's secure here and everything else. But your energy also matters. Once again, remember we talked about how you could be showing up as the more traumatic version of yourself rather than authentic version. When you still have certain healing to do, you may not be showing up as the authentic version of yourself. You may see things in a different way. You may act in a different way than your authentic version of self would act. And I'm not saying the past version that you were. No, I'm just saying your authentic version. Okay? I'm seeing somebody with a suit and tie, but the tie isn't all the way up there, but that doesn't have to be as significant. All right, this song, it's called it's actually angel number 9. So not N-I-N-E, literally the digit 9. This is by Willow Smith and SZA. Okay, 9 usually ties to completion amongst other things. Now, on the back of the deck, we have the moon here. More Pisces energy. The moon, a lot of times, can tie to your intuition, dreams, and illusion. All right, walking down a path that's possibly filled with darkness. Darkness could be due to mystery. All right, something that you being on this path where intuition is going to be necessary because maybe things are not what it seems. Okay. Now, the palm tree is here. So it's giving Miami, okay? But I've seen some pine trees in the south. So, palm trees could be significant. Remember we talked about coconuts earlier. Monkeys could be significant. Now, this energy ties to stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Temperance is here, more Sagittarius energy. The 7 of Cups, more energy that's tied to illusion, but it can also tie to dreams and fantasy and endless possibilities and wishful thinking. So maybe you're operating in this energy or encouraged to just be mindful of everything that glitters is not gold. Okay, sometimes things shine so bright it seems like, ooh, I just want to grab it, but be mindful. This is it's number 13, 14, 15. 3, 4, 5 could be significant. 1, 1, 1. This is not supposed to be in here. Oh wait, I think I accidentally mixed up the meanings. The guidebook thing. Yeah, that's why it's coming out like that. She says sack of potatoes. I literally just cooked some of them potatoes from the sack of potatoes. Vegetables could be significant. That song by Celeste, it's called Both Sides of the Moon. Could be significant. Both sides, both sides. All right, we got the 10 of Cups. This is happy families. Okay, the husband happy, the wife happy, the kids happy. Okay, this is happy family energy. Okay, it also talks about blessings and well-being. Okay, I feel like this is promised to you guys. A connection that's secure and stable and filled with bliss. Okay. And then they're actually celebrating the birthday of a child or some sort. Could be significant. Celebrating someone's birthday. Happy birthday to the Sagittarius. Scorpio's birthdays are significant. Got the Knight of Coins. You could be somebody that's very reliable, hardworking, consistent, responsible. You could have went through a lot of loss and hardship that created wisdom for you. Okay, I'm seeing that there's some good news on the way. Somebody is rushing in head first. See, the Page of Wands usually can talk about children or immature energy. You know, like being a child that's filled with energy and wonder. You're ready and excited to start on anything and whatever the case may be. So you could be physically starting on something new and feeling some type of excitement about it. Just be honest with yourself. Okay, protective and quirky is coming out here. Responsible, consistent, and hardworking is coming out. And he's holding up slow. Pinnacle energy usually is the slowest paced element. Okay, amongst, you know, fire energy or whatever the case may be. So maybe something is slow, like slowly happening. This is also the card of time heals all wounds. Maybe some of you guys could be doing something in a routine way. Maybe this is some type of work that ties to being, you know, routine or whatever. See, this is another court card. So a Queen of Swords, so an air sign or somebody who's a mental or intellectual, logical individual or wise individual could be significant. Okay, a Knight of Coins and Earth energy. Taurus, Capricorn, and or Virgo energy could be significant. A more cool, calm, collected type of individual or whatever. All right, Page of Wands, a child, a fire child, fire energy, a fiery energy, or Aries, Leo, and or Sag. Excuse me. Yeah, the overall energy, death. Maybe some of you guys could have experienced a literal death, whether it was a death of self or the death of a loved one. And the Magician. These are the two major arcanas. Major arcanas are usually the huge events that shift up things and shift your life. And it's just these huge overall main ideas, right? The other energies, like the minor arcanas, it's like the day-to-day, you know, things that are going on. Maybe your family dynamics in life is in a better energy, in a better space. Maybe you're attracting this stable love life. But some of you guys, emotionally, you are experiencing some type of apathy or regret. Maybe it could have something to do with family. Maybe it could have something to do with a lover situation. All right, maybe something could have come to an end. Maybe you're letting go of certain things or you're encouraged to let go and release certain things. Okay, be mindful that you are the creator of your life as well. Okay? You have all that you need to create the life that you want. I won't let strike twice. Okay, so this song is by OSA. OSA, okay? It's called Switch. Sign language could be significant. All right, confirm this date energy. It came out in the reverse. What's that about? This is the Six of Wands. Honey. Maybe this can tie to you keeping your love life private. All right, it ties to achievement, recognition, and being in the spotlight. Confirm anchor. Seeing the Grim Reaper. This is coming out in the reverse. It's the grave energy, which usually ties to death, sadness, and mourning. It's coming out in the reverse, so it could be the complete opposite, or it could still be in its upright position. Just applies out if it's for you. This is confirming security, resilience, and restraint. So maybe these negative emotions are anchoring you, right? Binding or bounding you. Maybe some of you guys feel like you're not as in the overly dramatic, painful scenario as you was before, but there's still some things going on. All right. I don't feel like you fully in a better energy, okay? Fully healed for some of you guys. Okay. Confirm this death energy. It's funny because the star is out here. Aquarius energy. Okay, confirming the death is the Nine of Coins, which is usually tied to indulgence, thriving, and self-reliant. This could be you balancing out independence and dependency, or it could be you letting go of all type of dependency and really embodying self-reliancy, you know, making your own money and supplying your own needs, or whatever the case may be. There we go, that tree again, which ties to wisdom, spirituality, and growth. Incense are very significant. Maybe smell good, whether it's perfume or air freshener, like whatever. The fox. Yeah, see, spirit animals could be a thing. Okay. This ties to cunning, caution, and self-care. C-U-N-N-I-N-G. Well, okay, so let's confirm the energy as we was talking about earlier. So we talked about the book, right? With the guidebook, this is angel number 26. All right, so this energy, I guess I got some more cards in here that don't belong, because I don't see that one. So let's see if we can flip through here and find it. Beyonce is significant. Concerts. Maybe some of you guys are singers, and being someone on stage could possibly be something that could be a passion for you. Maybe you should give it a go. Mind you, you don't need heavy audiences or huge organizations to be successful. Okay, some people feel like, oh, I need that deal. I need that deal in order to be seen, in order to be rich. All it takes is some positivity. Okay. Some faith, honey. All you need is the faith the size of a mustard seed, honey. That's it. All right, now with the book here, a lady could be significant. Now, it says the learned man. The learned man. See, I instantly got this energy of somebody, like, learning how to be who they are for some reason. But okay. Research can shine the light on hidden truth, and education is the key to opportunities in life. All right. Books are an indication of wealth and knowledge in Russian fairy tales. An educated person or animal oftentimes possess magical abilities and hidden strengths. So that's what it has to say about this. But remind you, the key terms are research, truth, and education. Now, with the grave coming out, and it's coming out in the reverse, all right? Three-headed dragon, snake dragon, butterfly. What's going on? Yeah, it's a lot going on. Okay, this is card number 8. This song is by Mariah the Scientist. It's called All I Want Plus In Pursuit. All right. Now with card number 8, the grave, which is coming out in reverse for some reason. It says ZMEY space GORYNYCH. Maybe that's a name. Okay. But it says death is the end of a long cycle. Change causes hardships and sadness, but is necessary for new beginnings. The heart needs time for mourning, but hope and healing is on the way. A three-headed dragon named Zmei Gornish, which is the name that I read. I may be pronouncing it wrong, I don't know. Guards the entrance to the Slavic underworld. Those who seek to make contact with the dead must face the mighty beast. What is that called? Mediumship could be significant. Still experiencing the death, but you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You're almost through it. For others, you guys, take that message exactly how I said it. All right, the last card from this deck is the Anchor. Cartoons could be significant. Drawing, coloring. Okay, this is angel number 35. All right, so the anchor, which ties to the treasure. All right, it says steadfastness can create a sense of security and resilience. However, the restraint of an anchor can prevent timely action from taking place. The brave embark on a quest to obtain the treasure buried in the Russian Sea. However, they first must face Chudo Yoro, the great sea monster, and many do not survive. Damn! It keeps saying facing something that, of course, seems very, like, not that simple. Okay? And, of course, this could be metaphorically, but also heavy energy on what it's saying. Russian descent, the language, Russia. It could be very significant. We came across that energy twice, okay? All right, so we have 31. The troops. If it's love that you want from me. It's a bird, it's a plane. That could be significant. She said, it must be love, it's a gun, baby. Be mindful of sleeping with the enemy, okay? She said, it must be love, it's a gun, baby. Okay, oh my goodness. Okay, we get into the rap music. This is called Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, some of y'all could be very lyrical, very creative when it comes to music. Some of y'all most definitely get fiery energy. It's getting ready for war, honey. Squabble up. Squabble up. Anything that you feed grows, so make sure you operating from high vibrational energy. Speaking of that, we're going to pull some of these intuitive Kipperish oracles. Gossip could be going on. Somebody that's very curious, chatty, but also clever at the same time. And I'm seeing hands of cards. I'm seeing abundance. It says take a chance, take a risk. Okay, I'm seeing options, not showing your hand. Okay. See, you're more smarter than you let on. And then people think. Squabble up. But you can also be sensitive. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a sensitive person. Make sure you turn those weaknesses into strengths. And make life more enjoyable. Instead of basically self-torture. Nick and knock. Y'all know nick and knock? Knock on somebody's door, run away. Maybe you did that as a child. That's significant. I could have sworn he just said that. Squabble up. Some of y'all When it comes to people who play with you, it's like some of y'all want to get y'all revenge, y'all get back. That song by Mariah the Scientist, revenge could be significant. But it's okay, honey. Karma is going to be dealt. You ain't even got to do nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. Through the night. And nine. Now, this is by Youngboy. NBA Youngboy is called Nevada. That place could be significant. Niagara Falls could be significant. Alright, I'm going to be ending the live soon. So if you want to get on the list, please make sure you do. I do allow private readings. You don't want. He said, don't know who I want. You don't want who I want. See, I just instantly got this image like, damn, is you confused or what? Whether it's you or somebody else. They don't know if they want to be with you or what. You don't know if you want them or what. Be like that. Be like that. Be like that. He said, I can't hold you right now. So I've been holding on my tool. I don't want my ex. I don't want no bitch I had. I don't know. This your energy or this their energy, job? Because multiple people is significant when it comes to your reading. See, readings are really just the reality of your life. And a lot of times the energy changes. It shifts. 1 minute is saying this. 1 minute is different. Okay. But just take and resonate. I was supposed to say something else, but I forgot. Priest. Abundance. You want to see abundance? Maybe it'll have a lot to do with your knowledge, your intuition, your wisdom. A lot of you guys can already be an abundant priest or priestess. Okay? Card tricks. Card games. Uno. Yeah, I just heard Uno reverse, motherfucker. Yeah. King of Swords and a thief. Damn. Be mindful of somebody robbing you of your emotions, your physical possessions. Maybe this could have happened in the past. You was dealing with somebody who was head over heart. All right. The Christmas could be significant. Christmas deals. Black Friday could be significant. The holidays could be significant. Silver. Alright. What is the message here for the collective? Okay, the divine feminine is ending some things. See, this could be a woman, or it could just be an energy. Every male and female has feminine and masculine energy. Now, there's a such thing as divine feminine, okay, and the opposite of the divine feminine. Alright? But this is in upright. I didn't even shuffle it, so it could really be resonating in reverse as well. But we looking at it in upright. We got endings. So the divine feminine, endings, evil eye, travel, ancestors. Some of y'all have been, like, I feel like there's divine intervention helping you navigate on your path. And I'm seeing y'all attracting this King of Cups. Whether it's a male or a woman, a lot of you guys, this is a male, okay? Whether it's a friend, whether it's a lover, this is somebody who ideally suits you and vice versa. But there could be some type of confusion going on. A child could be significant, whether it's a literal child or a fresh start or new beginnings. I'm seeing obsession and lust. Concern as well. Okay, my head's starting to hurt now. Headaches could be significant. Ascension symptoms. All right, we got healer. This song is by Odeal. Odeal. It's called My Heart. Dead skin can be significant, whether it's on the lips or whatever. Angel number 2. And then he sounds like he's saying something in a way of voodoo could be significant. He's saying something that it sounds like African or Jamaican or something of that accent. Heritage. The month of May could be significant. Cinco de Mayo. Maybe getting into your roots or something. Tonight. All right, you could be a healer. Maybe you need to get into Reiki healing. Ooh, we got opposition coming out with twin flame. Damn, some of y'all was in twin flame union. You got beat the hell up, huh? It's not even funny. Then I'm saying change. This could have changed you. Some of y'all, you could have went into a karmic energy on the cool. Or maybe this energy is some reason tied to karmic energy. See, once again, this could be a male. It could be a woman. Karmic femme and divine feminine. 2 opposite energies. This could be one person. It could be 2 people. Really, a lot of people came out of your reading. Family came out. Romantic situations came out. So we're going to confirm it. But all I know is I'm seeing the divine feminine, karmic femme. But once again, if you are this could just be energies, operating in these energies. This could be someone who's jealous, who is in your life to teach you lessons, etc. This is someone who is more like nurturing, intuitive, healing, etc. No, you was. I was like, it came from the mud. Okay, that's what I was getting, that thug energy. Tesla, yes sir. Tesla, okay. This song is called Walked In by Mariah the Scientist. See, it gave, some of y'all didn't know that this connection was going to change your life and change you. Maybe you came into a connection with a twin flame and child. Maybe they knew something about you, but you didn't know too much about them. But I feel like y'all was just really mirroring each other. See, the purpose of a twin flame connection is to help you grow and awaken. Okay, helps you evolve through self-reflection. Okay, whatever the case may be. This is a mirror soulmate. Mirroring certain aspects of each other. Maybe bringing out each other's shadows, etc. Right? It reflects emotions, desires, insecurities, or unhealedness. Okay? So maybe some of y'all, something needed to be exposed within your energy, within theirs, you know, just so you can fully come into this version of yourself. This like higher version of yourself. Now this says spiritual mirror equals helps you to see what needs to heal or grow. So we have a twin flame and we have a soulmate. They can go hand in hand, or they can be 2 separate connections. Cause you know when I walked in, who I was leaving with. Maybe some of you guys, what's next after this twin flame connection is the actual soulmate union. Okay, I feel like you possibly see this person as the opposition. Maybe you went through a lot of things in this connection. Some of y'all probably had to go to the hospital. Maybe you put somebody in the hospital, child. I'm telling you. Sometimes when people start revealing what you got to work on, you reveal, sometimes you be shocked. Like, damn, I had all this darkness in me. Damn, this person had all this darkness in them. Yep. That's what happened when, you know, you maneuvering through life and you haven't really healed and you thought you was healed enough. Or even if you didn't think you was healed enough. And you just start seeing different versions of yourself, the darker aspects and the higher aspects. That's why we got to nip those things in the bud, so that you come into this more higher vibrational energy. I mean, it's your life, okay? You do what you want. But I honestly do prefer the higher version of myself. When we first met, I never felt something so strong. You were like my lover and my best friend, all wrapped in one with a ribbon on it. This person could have wore hoop earrings, especially a man. Like, no judgment, no judgment. But either you operated in divine femme and karmic femme energy, or someone else, or these are two different people. Now I feel like, oh, you're the reason why I'm thinking. Now, the divine feminine, very intuitive, nurturing, receptive, creative, okay? This is not necessarily a person, but energies everyone needs, okay? Everyone needs divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And when you balance those things out, beautiful, beautiful, okay? Now, when the divine feminine energy is out here, it says you are healing. Either you're healing, literally healing things, healing from things, or you are a healing energy, okay? Significant for the healer energy that came out. Reiki healing, people being around you, all of a sudden they feel better, whatever. Welcome to the team. You are a healing, nurturing, or caring for yourself or others. So you could be in this energy. You could have shown this energy towards others. She has on some type of crystal. It's a white crystal. Clear quartz could be significant, but white and clear are very different, okay? But being in this energy, you trust your emotions and inner wisdom, okay? You can also be attracting masculine energy, whether it's outside of yourself or whether it's not. This card can even indicate that you're listening to intuition. It allows love, support, and blessings to come to you. This puts you in a creative, soft, and expressive energy, okay? I don't want to smoke on them cigarettes anymore. Maybe somebody quitting a cigarette habit. You helping somebody quit a cigarette habit, or vice versa. Now with this karmic femme energy, okay? Yes, honey, I had to write on the cards, okay? Now, this is the distorted feminine energy, okay? Divine feminine, distorted feminine energy. Now, usually enters a person's life to trigger growth, expose wounds, and teach lessons through challenging or unbalanced experiences. Okay, it can be a person that's jealous, insecure, have a lot of drama going on, or causes drama. It could be a bit toxic, okay? Now, this distorted feminine energy is basically unhealed, all right? It doesn't have to be a bad person, but just an individual that forces growth, okay? Now, this karmic femme energy can also tie to being a part of someone's life due to karmic lessons like cycles or unresolved past patterns. All right, this energy can also be tied to karma, basically equaling to unfinished lessons. Okay, not necessarily destiny or long-term compatibility. Could be a person that's very manipulative, has obsessions, all right, and fears abandonment. They have a fear of abandonment. So whether this is your energy or someone else's, you will have to apply it to how it fits, okay? Maybe some of y'all was in a twin flame union. It was destined, fated, an important relationship that triggered growth and awakenings and, you know, evolution through self-reflection, okay? Maybe this person, to y'all, you look at them as a foe or an enemy. Maybe they had traits of a nice guy or a sweetheart, right? Or maybe this is going to be the new connections that you come into, okay? But once again, a lot of these energies are not necessarily bad people, but they just trigger certain things. Both of you guys trigger things within each other, okay? Whether it's your family dynamics, your romantic connections, your friend groups, okay? But the nice guy usually comes up as the King of Cups, somebody who could be an unexpected mentor. They didn't know that they would be this mentor. They give great advice. Okay, they're very emotionally intelligent or balanced. They could be very generous, Okay, and the sweetheart energy usually is the Queen of Cups. Very intuitive, very caring, very nurturing. Puts other people before her, which eventually you guys will learn how to not do. You'll learn how to balance the two. But basically just very compassionate and emotionally balanced as well. Okay, it's giving they're a match for real. What they talking about? What they talking about now? What they talking about? Okay, this is called Peekaboo by Kendrick Lamar. Now, there could have been some type of endings, okay? I'm seeing a conclusion. This person, you or them, could have been evil eyeing. Evil eyeing could be a gaze or a stare, superstitiously, okay? Negative energy towards you because of your beauty, what you possess, what you have, you know, just evil eye. Like, sometimes that evil eye can be so powerful that it could shift something within your material world. Maybe you'll start feeling sick. Maybe something will start, whatever, right? This could be someone you know, or it could be someone who's watching you. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be an ex. Okay, most definitely somebody who's watching you, though. This is somebody who can also be a karmic partner. Okay, somebody who pretends to love you. This can also be strangers. Okay, this energy gives jealousy. They're evil eyeing due to jealousy. All right. Now, a gaze or a stare superstitiously believed to cause material harm. So it doesn't have to necessarily cause material harm, but you know, like the superstitions. Oh, if you cross the pole. Oh, if you walk under the ladder. Oh, if you let open an umbrella. Right. All of that is superstition. You can also look up superstitiously or superstition for your own context. But usually this ties to jealousy, envy, resentment, okay, hatred, and bitterness. Whether you possess this energy or whether someone else possessed the energy towards you, even if it was a stranger, somebody you barely knew, or people who you actually loved very dearly and who was very close to your heart, friends, family, etc. Right? Now, travel is here. This can be metaphorically, like it doesn't have to be migrating from one state to another state, one city to another city, one area to another area. It can also be just traveling anyway, but she most definitely has her bag, and that's the bus. So travel most definitely could be significant. But once again, just apply how it fits. Excuse me, this song is by Cash Page. It's called Love Songs. Who been on your mind? Now your ancestors is out here. Your descendants. Passed over loved ones. Okay, we got bliss coming out, which ties to happiness, ties to joy. Confusion and illusion is coming out. Okay? That ties to lack of understanding, uncertainty. All right, we got child out here. It could be a literal child, or it could just insinuate new beginnings and fresh starts. Okay, and we have obsession. Old ladies could be significant. Okay, it's given Medea, but it says preoccupy or fill one's mind continually and intrusively. That's basically the definition of obsession. Okay, usually if you're in this energy or someone else towards you, they can't focus on anything else. Okay, this can be due to fear of losing something or someone. They could check your social medias often. All right, they're very much detached. This is a low vibrational, karmic, not divine energy. Okay, remind you, karmic versus divine, it's energies. It can shift. You can be in divine energy and you can be in karmic. You can be in karmic, you can be in divine, right? Now it says a difficulty to control. All right, or a difficult to control, whether it's a thought, whether a person is taking over somebody's mind. Okay, so I'm sure you will know how to apply this. If this is not you, this is somebody else towards you, because you're the querent. I'm giving the reading to you. So if this is not your energy, Maybe it has yet to happen. Maybe it's confirming something in the past, if this is not present energy, or maybe this is somebody else towards you. They check your social medias. They could be evil eyeing. Once again, more than one person is significant in your reading. Okay, so you'll have to apply how it fits. We got Jezebel. This is a very lustful energy. Okay, 403 could be significant. Now, you could have lustful energy, or this could be somebody else towards you. And lust, it doesn't have to always be looked at in the most negative way, even though there's a few negative energies out here. But it can also be like in this energy where somebody just has this strong sexual desire, right? Or you can really just look up lustful and just get your own context from that. All right, and then on the back we have change, which can tie to alter or modify. Manipulation. Okay, it's giving going from janitor to America's Next Top Model, okay? All right, let's confirm these energies. We got the individual's energies. Let's see what, y'all already know how to place it for a lot of you guys, but we're going to confirm. Okay, confirm twin flame. Distant future. Okay, so something pertaining to twin flame in the upcoming future is gonna could be significant. Confirm soulmate. Yeah, maybe this energy can turn into something grand eventually, but it actually takes a lot of work on both people's ends. A lot of people don't remain with their twin flame. So I'm not saying it's impossible, and but it could be rare sometimes. Now with soulmate, we got legal. So this can be talking about a contract, or it could be literally talking about legal proceedings. Okay, a soulmate is a person ideally suited for another. Now with legal coming out, this can tie to a legal representative, legal proceedings, a court case, contracts, right? So it could just be saying that this is confirming more of the soulmate energy, like having a contract with someone. Okay, marriage could be significant. Remind you, all soulmate energy does not mean divine counterpart. Sometimes it can also talk about karmic energies. Okay, maybe a soulmate that is a part of a legal situation, whether they got jail stuff, court stuff going on, whatever. Whether you're whether they are connected with the adjudication system, they work here, like, child, look, probably have to confirm more of that, but take it how it fits. Okay, now with opposition, confirm opposition. We got health concern. Opposition usually can tie to a foe or an enemy, or literally somebody who's on the opposite side of you. Okay, or however you want to determine what that means for you. Now, health concern. All right, this can be an illness. It can be a health scare. All right, basically, health concern can tie to affects your health. It could be physical, spiritual, emotional, etc. Okay, you can have a skin infection going on. All right, headache, stomach pain, cold or flu, anxiety, back pain, infection. All of this can tie in with this health concern energy. All right, but this can also be something that's temporary. So maybe the opposition is going through some type of health concern. Maybe they caused you some type of health concern. Okay, take the messages how they resonate. Some things I may not mention. Just because I don't mention it doesn't mean that it's not the case. All right. This song is by AWOL. It's called Lover Boy. Some of you guys could be a lover boy, lover girl. Confirm the Queen of Cups. Oh, we got the mature man. So this sweetheart coming up as the Queen of Cups could be a mature man, or the sweetheart could be attracting a mature man, somebody who's older and in emperor energy. Okay, confirm nice guy. Got rich girl. So either this nice guy is a rich girl, could be a earth energy. Maybe this nice guy is attracting a rich girl, whether she's rich financially or rich within her energy. This can also just be confirming more of like one energy as well. I really already just said that, but in a different way. All right, but usually the rich girl ties to the Queen of Pentacles, which is someone who's prosperous, disciplined. Okay, you give them something, they can multiply it or they can nurture it, right? Probably confirm more of these energies. Okay, and what had ended up falling out as well was message with the rich girl energy. So maybe there's some type of message, letter, news, a notification that surrounds this. What is going on? Oh, okay. Songs that really have like explicit sounds could be significant. But this song is called Baby Don't Move by Big Boogie. All right, confirm divine feminine. We got trusted. This is tying to something that's valid, that's accurate. Okay? Take that how you wish. I may confirm more about it. Confirm the karmic femme. We got imprisonment. It ties to captive, trapped, imprisoned. Okay? Yeah, I'm getting really different downloads. Confirm endings. We got courthouse coming out in the reverse. Things that are unsettled. Having no closure towards a situation someone feels. Now, the courthouse can tie to legal proceedings, judgment, or a court case. It's coming out in reverse for some reason. So maybe this ending is tied to a court situation that's still ongoing. With this imprisonment energy, this karmic femme could be experiencing imprisonment, whether it's their own negative thoughts, etc., which is making them be in this karmic femme energy. Okay, maybe this divine feminine is giving valid and accurate. This is the way to go, being in this divine feminine energy. Or maybe this divine feminine is somebody who's valid, accurate. Cause see, it's like I'm reading in a certain way because I have like this refined into like, and I'm a Gemini and Mercury. Mercury ties to communication and mentality, and Gemini is the twin energy. So, child, it's giving conversations with myself BT, okay? But this, okay, these sounds, it's just a bit much for me. It's a bit much, okay? But okay, but the divine feminine and the karmic femme could really be the same person, or it could be two separate individuals who's come into both of these energies before, or it's just like one of each. One person is divine femme in this energy, the other person is the karmic femme. Okay, look. Okay. Now, let's see. Heavy on that lustful energy, because this song coming on is crazy. Why is this song on anyway? It seemed like they playing a certain playlist. Okay, I knew they was playing this playlist. Why are they playing it? I thought we was playing the soul mix. Because I'm like, wait, these songs with Mariah the Science is coming on way too much. And this song coming on is giving a personal playlist, child. So now I just put it back on the playlist that I thought it was on, which is a soul mix. All right. And it was on that, but I guess there was a lot of channel songs coming through on this playlist that I created. Confirm evil eye. Okay, we got bondage coming out. It's coming out in the reverse. Bondage usually can tie to trapped, bound. Okay? Do know that Everybody bleed like you. Sometimes people think, oh my gosh, they could put a curse on me. They da 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 da. Whatever you believe, you bring to reality. All right? Confirmed travel. This song is called Love Again by Alex Isley. Confirmed travel. We got Awakening coming out, and it's coming out sideways. It usually ties to becoming suddenly aware of something, okay? Maybe travel is going to promote an awakening. Whether this is physical travel towards place to place, or traveling from a situation or a person, or towards, or whatever. Vice versa, this doesn't have to be your energy. It could be other people. Confirm ancestors. We got the Ice King coming out. So the Ice King's ancestors could be significant. Or ancestors is being confirmed as the King of Swords, which is a person that's head over heart, logical. Okay. We can confirm more of that energy shortly. Confirm bliss. Excuse me. We got blocked. We got no access. Okay? Denied. Really doing some work on your chakras is going to be important. Solar plexus, sacral chakra energy, whatever. Okay, root chakra. Okay, but somebody's happiness could be blocked. Or something is being blocked in order to protect someone's happiness. Now, confirm confusion or illusion. We got the divine masculine. So a divine masculine energy. Once again, this is not necessarily a person all the time, but sometimes depending on how you're looking at something, who the reader is, what you believe in, how you perceive things, you can look at this person as a male, okay? But once again, remember we was just talking about Popeyes or like chicken places? My sister literally just texted me talking about, if they have anything at KFC, do you want me to grab it for you? We was just talking about fried chicken. But girl, no. Okay, I am most definitely wanting to not eat fast food, especially animals. I'm really working on veganism. I didn't type KFC in all caps. I meant to say no thanks. All right, so with confusion or illusion coming out, which is basically lack of understanding or uncertainty, maybe there could be some type of illusion or confusion surrounding a divine masculine energy, whether it's a person or an energy. Confirmed child. Now, this song is by KWN. It's called Back of the Club. Then I just thought of doing things in public areas or whatever the case may be, whether it's PDA or whatever. But child is being confirmed by abundance. Whether it's a literal child or insinuating fresh start in the beginnings, there's some type of abundance here. And this could be in the form of prosperity, wealth, or a windfall. Confirmed obsession. Sideways, we got enamor, which is basically a person that's filled with love, filled with admiration. So this somebody can be obsessed in a way that's like, which is still not a healthy energy, right? But they could be obsessed in a way that's they're filled with love and admiration for someone or something. Confirm Jezebel with this lustful energy. We got entity attachment. Yeah, see that lustful energy? That's an entity. Okay? This is why somebody, they got the blackness of the eyes, bags, the black lips, shot, they going through it. That's because it's an entity attached to them. So if somebody coming up lustful or you coming up lustful, then There was some outside energy attaching itself to a person's energetic field. Okay, maybe this was from one person and it happened on to another person, or maybe due to some unhealed trauma, this energy is here. Confirm change. Ooh. Change is tied to the karmic masculine. And of course, the karmic masculine is the distorted masculine energy. Okay, ties to lying, manipulation, jealous individual, third parties. Okay, this person or energy enters one's life to teach difficult lessons, reveal wounds, and break unhealthy cycles rather than build a healthy divine connection. Okay, tied by karma, not destiny, helps you learn lessons about self-worth, healing, and breaking karmic patterns or toxic patterns. Okay, this is usually someone who's inconsistent and emotionally immature. Okay, we got breadcrumbing, strings along, very chaotic energy, is not stable at all. And then for some reason it says aligned, but maybe that's not meant to say aligned. Or not aligned. Maybe it's not aligned. Oh, okay, yeah, not stable, not aligned. Okay. So with this change energy, whether this is internal change or external change, something could have been altered or modified or encouraged to alter or modify when it comes to this karmic masculine. And also some energy that came out with the change was unexpected money. And usually this is tied to coming into money by surprise. So this reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles. And a lot of times as an intuitive reader, you don't have to just look at things as, oh, this is Pentacle. It just means solely money. Like, it can also be just growth, the start of something new, especially if it's tangible or whatever. And then animosity popped out. Love spell. Okay. Now I'm going to finish confirming. I confirmed all of them, but now we got to go deeper. Okay. This song is called Why. I remember I had this on repeat. Some of y'all, you have a habit of putting songs on repeat to the point where child, it's no longer your favorite no more. Okay, that'd be me. But this song is by Sasha Keeble. Love it. Okay. Now, to be this heart. And thank you, mama, for me to deserve this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, self-care most definitely is going to be significant for this collective. Tapping in spiritually as well. Somebody like, why is it me you give all this love to? So insecurity is most definitely significant. Not seeing one's worth. All right. So something could be going down in the near future with this twin flame. She said, why am I that important? Confirm this legal thing. Confirming this is the rich guy. Sideways. On the back, we got manifestation. Why is soulmate and legal out here together? It has something to do with some type of emotional pain. So some type of heartbreak or despair. Maybe, you know, the legal stuff could just be justice, karma, contracts, soul contracts, or 3D playing contracts. Whether that's child support, marriage. Why is health concern in opposition out here? Yeah, I feel like people getting their karma while you rising. Or maybe you've been through like a lot of stuff in your life, even experienced some type of health concern, but I feel like you're still winning Still winning. See, a lot of things not happening to you before you. Okay. 7-7 here. Okay. Rising star is out here. Someone on the rise spiritually, professionally, emotionally, especially due to whatever obstacles, challenges that you went through. Why is this older man, Emperor energy, coming out with sweetheart? So maybe a sweetheart and someone who's a father or their father figure could be significant. The sweetheart is coming up as a Queen of Cups. Yeah. So this energy is out here because of the North Node energy. The North Node energy can tie to love, joy, high vibration. Being in this energy, you attract good things. Okay, it ties to self-respect, inner peace, healthy boundaries. Okay, maybe an older man is going to be helping this sweetheart remain in this North Node energy. Look, take out his name. It can tie to a person or situation that's positive, spiritual alignment, clarity, light, peace, strength, positive frequency, calm, grounded, clear-headed, protected, connected to spirit, and grateful. See, you see how this person got on like all white, this like outfit as if they just got out of some type of like mental asylum or something. And they just, it's like they've been not brainwashed, but similar. Now they just this child, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but so you can trust the situation when somebody is operating in this divine feminine. Because I'm high on man. Why is trusted and divine feminine out here together? We got faith. It's out here due to complete trust or confidence in something or someone. So you could be encouraged to have faith. You're being guided. Or you're somebody that's extremely valid, accurate. You should have more faith in yourself. And maybe people have a lot of faith in you. Especially this soulmate or twin flame energy. Why is karmic feminine imprisonment out here? So I feel like this could tie to your family. Some type of death magic, jealous and envy. So I feel like these individuals who operate in this karmic femme energy, they're now imprisoned or they will be going to jail. Maybe they went to jail before. But when you don't act out of integrity, especially towards a starseed, an earth angel, etc., you most definitely are going to be experiencing karma. So maybe these people are going through their karma. Confirm why courthouse is coming out here with endings, especially in the reverse. What is this? Ooh, what is this energy? Okay, an earth angel could be significant. I feel like you have a strong belief that something will happen. But even being in this energy, I feel like you're going to be experiencing an unexpected surprise. Okay? So y'all going through different situations. Legal situations, justice, karma, soulmate, twin flame, family situations. There's just so much stuff going on. Why is this bondage energy out here with the evil eye, especially in reverse? What's this energy? We got moving on. So a lot of you guys are moving on. You're not bound or trapped by anything. And you won't be. And people have no access to you. You broke some type of chains. And all they can do is watch. But they watching in a way that's like negative. Jealous, envy, hating. Why is travel and awakening out here? I feel like if you travel, you're going to become awoken to something. This is time to abandonment. Maybe due to the abandonment and different things that happen in your life, this triggered an awakening. Maybe you left someone or you got left. Almost, it's like deserted, abandoned. Maybe you're abandoning something, someone, something. I feel like it's mainly like a place or a situation. And doing this is going to trigger some type of awakening if it haven't already. Because mind you, past, present, future energy could be significant. But I feel like mainly, of course, we're speaking about present tense. Why is the ancestors Ice King out here? Why is this energy out here? It's giving royalty. We got actual money coming out sideways. So this could be tied to some money. The physical world and some type of prosperity. Confirm this bliss blocked energy. So as I said before, somebody's happiness is blocked. Okay, there could be some type of third party interference. That's why this energy, that's why this is going on. So whether there's some evil eye going on outside of your energy, these individuals are being blocked. They have no access, regardless, because they're not going to interfere with your happiness or your joy. Or you could just be this very strong individual and you're not letting anybody interfere with your happiness or joy. Or your happiness and joy could be blocked due to some type of third-party interference. Okay, so be mindful of that. Be mindful of allowing others to have that much control over you to the point to where you don't even enjoy life. Confirm this confusion or illusion with this divine masculine. Okay, yeah. This is time to thief. Someone's stealing time, money, or energy from someone. So somebody is in this confused or illusionated energy when in actuality they are in divine masculine energy, but maybe some type of physical theft or emotional, mental, time-wise theft is why this energy is going on. Stealing someone's gifts could be a thing. Temporarily hindering them. This song is by Naomi Sharon. It's called Bittersweet. Alright. Confirm this child abundance. This a lot of something about a child's abundance could be significant. Confirm this little child or confirm this child abundance. We got priest, voodoo, and unbothered coming out. God is in charge at all times. Somebody tried to do some type of maybe you could have voodoo, maybe you could be someone that has a family that does voodoo or did voodoo, descendants, whatever the case may be. But I feel like you're unbothered. Somebody is in this unfazed, indifferent energy when it comes to this abundance, this fresh start, this new beginnings, or towards a literal child. But a priest is also significant. This is Hierophant energy, ties to contracts, God, spiritual or religious leader, with also voodoo coming out. But I don't see voodoo in a negative way, even though somebody could have done something in a negative way. But usually this is not necessarily meant to be looked at as evil and like all this other stuff. It's usually talking about a system of trained priestess or priest. Maybe somebody could have hired a voodoo priestess. But usually voodoo ties to African magical or religious rites, okay? It's usually a healing and protection system. It's based on ceremonies, offerings, positive spirit possession. Okay? Most definitely not evil or harmful. Okay? This is a way to connect with ancestors. So maybe some of you guys, you could be a voodoo priest, or a voodoo priest is very significant. Maybe some of you guys should tap in more with your gifts. Yeah, you like this song? Confirm obsession, enamor. Somebody is obsessed because they admire something or someone so much, or they're just filled with love. But the priest is coming out again to confirm this energy. This time it's coming out in the reverse. And on the back we got starseed. So be mindful of, because once again, obsession is not a good energy. Confirm this entity attachment in Jezebel. Yeah, we got the Tower moment coming out with the Ice Queen. This ties to destruction. Confirm this change, karmic masculine. Confirm this change, karmic masculine energy. We got work, labor, and efforts coming out in reverse. It's tied to a job or an investment. It's literally giving breadcrumbing. All right, so confirm this legal. We got hello, conversation, greeting, and communication. This is time to some type of communication. Somebody could be connecting in the ethers rather the physical plane. Because the physical plane would probably cause more tower moments or whatever. Names that have L in it is significant. It says, I am sorry if you've heard otherwise, but the truth is you are not at all difficult to love. This song is by Cleo Soul. It's called Promises. She's also the one that sings, know that you are loved, even. That song is significant. All right. Outback steak, burgers, whatever, or something Outback. Friday, you left the garbage out front, son. That's what I just thought of. Okay. Confirm this twin flame distant future situation. Excuse me. So there's some type of unhealthy attachment surrounding this. And it may be another situation to come up in the near future. You can be able to avoid it. Be mindful when you're connecting with twin flames. The purpose is to help you grow and awaken and evolve through self-reflection, etc. Okay? It reflects your inner self back to you. Confirm this soulmate legal situation. So there could be some emotional pain going on. See, we got divine timing coming out with freedom and surrender. So I feel like some of you guys, something is about to be lifted, especially in divine timing. Maybe it could be you healing in a situation. Okay, maybe this soulmate is going to come in divine timing, especially when you surrender or free yourself from something, some contract, some karmic debt, which I feel like a lot of you guys have already paid off. Be mindful of regaining, re-implementing. Okay, but heartbreak and despair is most definitely here. Confirm this opposition, health concern, energy. We got blocked and obstacles. So whatever grave someone tried to dig for you is not the grave that they're lying in, because you bounce back from any obstacle, any whatever the case may be. And if people purposely try to play God, it's nothing is falling through. Soccer could be significant. Something like the games with boxes, like the SOS game or tic-tac-toe or something like that could be significant. Confirm this older man and sweetheart energy. So we got fated meeting. So this is an important connection. The Queen of Cups connecting with this Emperor. This is most definitely a fated meeting. And maybe your North Node most definitely is very significant when it comes to it. Then we have proposal coming out in twin flame on the back. Confirm this divine femme trusted energy. This is tied to a relationship or connecting. This is going to be something that you can trust. You're needing to have faith. Confirm this karmic femme and imprisonment. This is time to change, transition. And then we have unfinished business coming out in the reverse. So there's closure here. There's an ending and there's change. There's a transition. There's an ending of a chapter here. Ending of an energy here. Closing of an energy. Maybe there is some type of unfinished business. But with it coming out in the reverse, I feel like something is resolved. So yeah, something most definitely is resolved. Okay, confirm this courthouse and conclusion. Wow, it's funny. We got legal matters coming out. So there's something coming to an end with some type of court situation. Confirm the evil eye and the trapped energy in reverse. Yeah, we already had confirmed this earlier and it was giving moving forward. This can tie to intimacy and bonding. So whatever negative energy, curses, whatever was sent out, I'm seeing freedom 10 miles ahead. That's funny. Maybe literally moving could do you really great justice. On the back, we got karmic relationship and toxicity. So you could be moving on from this situation, or you guys could be going from karmic energies to divine due to moving forward. Yeah. Confirm travel awakening. It says between the lines, look for what's hidden. Yeah. Confirm ancestors in this King of Swords energy. This is competition. We got the other woman. Okay. And we got heartbreak and shattered. So maybe some of you guys, you dealt with some type of heartbreak due to somebody putting you in a third party situation, or maybe you having some type of insecurities. Confirm the ancestors. Confirm the ancestors. Yeah, something is going to be unexpected. Something's going to be like all of a sudden. Then I don't know why I thought your ancestors connecting with somebody else's ancestors in the spirit, literally. Aya Star could be significant. She's she does reggae. I don't know. But this song is called Dying for Your Love by Snow Allegra. SNOH. Confirm this joy with blocked. Confirm that energy. We got party and having fun. Yeah, get yourself out of the funk. Get yourself out of a funk by literally implementing some type of something that can make you feel better. Okay? Confirm third party affairs. Three's a charm. What's that? I thought of promiscuous. Not monogamous, but this, wow, that's crazy. The third party is tied to bliss and happiness. See, a third party could be stealing somebody's happiness, creating it for themselves, having fun, partying. Confirm this confusion and illusion energy. Yeah, it says enemy. Watch your back. See, some of y'all, you got this confusion and illusion. You could be confused because somebody could be trying to send some type of negativity your way. Okay, or you can be confused because of some unhealed energy. There could be an illusion going on Like maybe you think that you can trust someone, but in actuality, they're masquerading as a friend. They're not trustworthy. This could be somebody who has stolen time, money, or energy from you in some type of way. Somebody wants to confuse you. Then I'm hearing that religion saying, confuse the enemy. Confirm this literal child or new beginnings, fresh start energy. We got third party interference coming out here. But I feel like this is something that y'all are actually unbothered by, you or someone else. Confirm this obsession. Yeah, see, we got signs, meanings. Coming out with sex, good time. Confirm this obsession, enamor energy. Yeah, somebody's hurting. There's some type of agonizing pain, yet someone is still obsessed and filled with admiration towards someone or something. Confirm this lustful entity attachment energy. This is talking about a divine masculine energy, or someone who's possessing some type of divine masculine energy, which is crazy because that seems very contradictory. Maybe there's this lustful energy, this Jezebel could be one person, and this divine masculine could be another energy or person. Maybe this divine masculine has an entity attachment of lust tied to them, which is possibly pushing them towards this karmic masculine energy. No. Confirm, alter, or modify in this karmic masculine. We got cheating, broken trust. So yeah, something changed. Either this person shifted, something changed you due to some type of cheating. See, that's my thing. So I feel like the twin flames, right? Somebody is single, not in a relationship, and there's this karmic femme that has some type of unfinished business towards something or someone. It's like they're imprisoned for some type of way. In some type of way. This could be somebody that's a third party interference, that's hating on someone's happiness, siphoning or stealing someone's joy, but they're still having no access. They're being blocked. There's a lack of understanding here, or some type of confusion or illusion going on, because there is an enemy. You're needing to watch your back. This has something to do with someone who's stealing time, money, or energy from someone or something, and it could be from a divine masculine. Somebody who's about action, structure, protection, strength, focused on goals. Look, that song came on, Know That You Are Loved by Cleo Soul. Now, when it's coming to this freaking divine feminine energy, maybe this is you learning how to love self again, rebuild your trust, connect with people who are more trusting, or, building your faith back up. Because whether this karmic femme and divine masculine and divine feminine and karmic masculine are 2 to 4 separate people or whatever, child. But a literal child could be significant, or some type of fresh start or new beginnings. However, there's a third party interference here, but somebody is unbothered, possibly because of their energy. They're very abundant, possibly because of their finances. They're very wealthy, or in the future will be. Or maybe this is tied to some type of wealth or finances. Now, there is an ending here. Maybe something didn't work out within a court situation, or something is happening within legal matters or disputes. But I'm seeing that there's going to be, like, something's coming to an end. Okay, now when it comes to this evil eye energy, I feel like somebody is no longer trapped or bound. They're moving on, moving forward, and maybe this could help a lot with a 2 of Cups situation, or some type of intimacy or bonding. maybe giving something time to heal and for, you know, individuals to be on their separate journeys in alignment with whatever, you know, so that they come back together in a better energy or meet new people. Can, you know, whether you meet new people or reconcile with the past, you still gotta clear these unhealthy attachments. So I'm seeing something between the lines. Look for what's hidden, especially when it comes to travel and awakening, something that's tied to abandonment, or maybe you're encouraged to travel. Maybe you're going to have an awakening that ties to travel. Maybe this has something to do with you leaving something behind. But see, some things are going to take you looking for what's hidden. It may not be as clear, okay? Maybe meditation could help. Now, your ancestors are most definitely significant. Some of y'all could have some ancestors that were a bit head over heart. And money could be very significant, as well as some type of competition and something being unexpected. Ooh, so it's like maybe some of y'all ancestors are wanting to communicate something with you, or maybe this is some tea on your ancestors' life. You know, respectfully, right? Now, somebody could be obsessed with this person who everybody likes and loves, okay? Or maybe this person that's obsessed could be filled with love and admiration, but this obsessive energy is still not healthy, okay? Something about signs, meanings, sex, and hurting. Almost like somebody is trying to operate in divine masculine energy and balance it out with karmic masculine. But that could be significant. Divine masculine, karmic feminine. Alright. Now there's a Jezebel entity attached to a divine masculine. Whether this divine masculine possesses some type of lustful energy, whether that's in a way that just shows sexual desire or in a not so grand way. Or this could be somebody outside of the divine masculine's energy, and they could be a Jezebel. They have an entity attachment of lust on them. Okay, maybe some of y'all craving a divine masculine energy, but you operating from karmic energy. I'm seeing something about change when it comes to a karmic masculine. Maybe somebody could have shifted into a karmic masculine, or maybe this karmic masculine shifted something in someone's reality or within themselves due to some type of broken trust. This could have tied to some type of cheating, whether it was emotional cheating or whatever the case may be. It's like somebody giving somebody their ring back. Or someone's changing a karmic masculine. But the thing is, people have to change on their own. No matter how genuine, how loving, etc. you are, people literally have to do the work. Confirm this nice guy, rich girl energy. Okay. Funny, we got unsent messages coming out. Because what was confirming it was message, which can tie to notification, letters, news. So this nice guy energy, which is the generous, emotionally balanced, mature, intelligent individual, is coming out with the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who's prosperous, disciplined. So either this nice guy is still embodying rich girl energy, soon will be, or this is two separate energies that's connected or will be connected. It's giving water sign, earth sign dynamic. It doesn't have to be literally like zodiac sign wise, but the energy. But something about a text message is significant. Unsent messages as well. And on the back, I'm seeing call or hearing from them. So maybe somebody unsent messages and then, you know, expect to get a phone call, or maybe this was you. Or you have the ring still. See, yeah. Family and security on the back of the deck. Family security. Why is addiction out here? Addiction is out here Maybe somebody is really like having this unhealthy attachment with hearing from somebody, talking to somebody. And maybe this is going to even pop up in the near future, which is possibly going to trigger another lesson on both parties' ends. So just be mindful of how you're showing up in a situation. If you have this anxiously attached or avoidant dismissive energy, like, make sure you nip those things in the bud. Okay, tell me more about the twin flame energy. So more about this twin flame energy is you or this person you're missing and they're missing and thinking of you. On the back, we got friends or influences. Maybe this could be a situation where y'all were both lovers and friends. Maybe finances could be significant. Somebody got money on their mind. Or their mind is on the money. Then I thought of, you're not you when you're hungry. So sometimes maybe people don't show up as themselves when they broke. You know what I'm saying? But it's still not an excuse. Still not an excuse. Respect yourself. Embody self-love. Be your own friend. Be your own lover. And eventually you'll come into healthier relationships and connections. The main important thing, check your energy at the door. You can't change and do all this other stuff with other people. They have to do it on their own, and vice versa with you. Okay? But some of you guys could be releasing twin flame situation, healing, overcoming, and now transitioning towards soulmate energy. Whether this is you balancing out or coming into union with self and then attracting an ideal partner, whether it's romantically, friendship-wise, whatever. But I'm seeing divine timing. So you're encouraged to believe in the right timing and to also surrender. Like, stop trying to force things and like all of this stuff. Why is blocked obstacles on here? So it says safety, comfort. So I feel like maybe something was pushing you out of your comfort zone, pushing you from South Node to North Node. And the grave energy is out here, tying to no second chances. This is being confirmed with health concern and opposition. And altogether, this is tying to something that's blocked, certain obstacles. This could be temporary, though. Okay, then with the Queen of Cups and this mature man, this is a fated meeting that has a lot to do with the North Node. And then I'm seeing I'm sorry with the Divine Feminine on the back. So Divine Feminine could be apologetic, or somebody wants to apologize to the Divine Feminine. Confirm this Queen of Cups and mature man. Yep, missing and thinking of you. So this energy most definitely could be the twin flames. This came out with the twin flame, but it doesn't have to be. Remember I told y'all multiple people are significant, and really depending on who you are in your reality determines how the reading will be. This message will reach hundreds of people, so you'll just have to take the messages how they resonate for you. But it's time to free yourself from heartbreak and despair and emotional pain, and everything happens in divine timing. But you know, take the time out to do certain things yourself. Don't dwell, don't try to force. All right, this song is called Doubt by Rissa, R-I-S-S-A. Maybe some of you guys, doubt is filled, like you have certain doubt. They say you might get lost in the pain. Yeah, see, people came into your life for a reason. Don't turn bitter. Don't turn cold. Take it as a learning experience, a lesson learned. Something is changing. This is resolved. Like, it's giving, like, for real. So you may not be the one that's confused or experiencing an illusion, but you could be, but also someone else. And that's because of a third party. Like, maybe they could have went through something in their life, and now it's distorting their view when it comes to the next person. Like, for instance, say you could be dealing with somebody who could be a twin flame. They could have divine masculine traits, but they also are embodying karmic femme or karmic masculine as well. And this could have caused some type of trauma, distrust, or whatever the case may be. Now, all of these people, they don't have to be bad people. Maybe some could come up as, you know, a horrible individual, but some of these individuals, it's just an entity that they have attached to them, which can go away. They just have to do the work. Sometimes it's easier said than done, though. For these people. This song is by Sade. It's called Lover's Rock. SpongeBob SquarePants could be significant. Yeah. So y'all could be breaking certain contracts and different things going on with your connections, which is triggering you towards this North Node energy. Yeah, so your enemies, they're going through some type of health concerns. They tried to block something for you. They probably did death magic, but you're safe. You are safe. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Literally, look, karma, reaping what you've sown. They're getting karma while you're getting dharma. You got to be more careful. Yep, you're attracting a high vibrational relationship. Real love. Authentic. Starseed, you're a child of the cosmos, different from others, okay? Spiritually awake or sensitive, drawn to helping or guiding, intuitive psychic, connected to universe or stars, highly empathetic, a celestial being, originated from another planet, all right, originated from another higher realm before incarnating on Earth. Starseeds can tie to a person that carries cosmic wisdom, higher consciousness, and gifts. On the back, we got RIP, which can tie to a physical ending or death, or a change from one state to another. Yeah, y'all could have been mentally and emotionally unstable, but I feel like this has triggered some type of transition. Now you coming into a brand new version of yourself, Earth Angel. Your thoughts are manifesting. I hope you know that. So make sure you're not thinking thinking negatively. Heavy legal energy going on. We got TikTok here. TikTok with triggers. See, I'm telling you, I feel like you really almost done clearing up some type of cycle. Like, I feel like something is confirmed. Soulmate. We got history coming out in the reverse. So this soulmate is possibly a new person. Or something about the past, or something that's already happened before. It's like the opposite. Some of you guys can resonate with this in upright. Some of you guys, you don't have to. On the back, we got crush. Confirm why history is in the reverse for soulmate. It's in the reverse due to some type of anxiety. Somebody's scared in panic energy due to something that happened in the past that's not going to happen again. You got to take these how it resonate, because I did not say verbatimly get back with your ex, okay? Even though I don't care what you do, it's your life. And if you got to bump your head, you got to bump your head, honey. Or if you want to experience something, that's just you, you know? But I'm just, you know, it's up to you to interpret the messages, how they apply to you. Reading between the lines, child. Okay. Confirm this health concern, opposition energy. Yep. Somebody wasn't facing the truth. In denial, or experiencing denial. And we got happiness coming out. On the back, we got twin flames. So it's giving somebody was literally dead ass happy, but they were denying, like literally not facing the truth. And that literally could have been due to like their unhealed wounds or whatever the case may be. Now somebody is lost, ghosted, blocked, cut off. There's silence, non-action here. Probably attracting people who don't really care about them for real, just pretending. Confirm this divine feminine, trusted. Maybe somebody is realizing that, like, even when you showed up as real and authentic, it's like for some reason people were still in denial. Even though you was someone's happiness, etc., or vice versa, somebody was still showing up as like being in this energy of denial. See, there's nothing trashy or just in the energy of trash. Like, this is not trash. This is not foul. Whether this is you or someone else. Something is not being discarded or thrown out. But there's also, I feel like somebody is mastering something. This could tie to two or more people. A meeting. Confirm this karmic film imprisonment energy. Yeah, see, they have this unexplainable pull. Can't resist. See, if this is your energy, you got to learn how to release the attachment energy. Because really, the situation has been resolved, but for some reason, somebody's feeling like there's some unfinished business, but it's really not. It's time for change and transition, or there's some type of change and transition here. Confirm travel. Talk, conversation, get on the same page. Confirm this travel and awakening energy. We got searching, online, looking for info, records. This could be metaphorically, especially towards this. This could be more spiritually connected. Then we got recalling here, reminiscing, memories returning. And then we got Anthony Hamilton, Charlene coming on. Confirm this Queen of Cups, mature man. Searching online, looking for info, records. Woke up this morning, Some of y'all, you could have been in situations where you wrote somebody a letter or something, concluding something, a goodbye, whether it was through text, by paper. It probably was unexpected to the next person, because they woke up like, damn, I woke up and just seen a letter. Woke up and just read a message, you know, she was gone. But whoever this was, they didn't mean to hurt you. But that don't excuse the hurt that happened. You also have to give yourself time as well, because it takes time to heal. It also takes work. But yeah, this person missed you. This was an important connection, but I feel like it had a lot to do with growth, awakenings. I'm not sure if it's meant to stay. Usually these connections really, it's really up to, because everybody has free will, it's up to the individuals to do the work on their ends. And a lot of times it takes faith, it takes change, it takes trust, it takes literally a lot of things. That's why some people like, well, we better off finalizing this divorce. We better off disconnecting. Irreconcilable differences. Then we got settlement. That's crazy. Irreconcilable differences and then settlement here. Maybe for some of y'all, all it takes is disconnecting from something, traveling towards something. And maybe something will shift for sure. Whether in a person, whether in your own reality. And you'll attract something that's more in alignment with you. Okay, but as I told y'all before, regardless whether you reconcile or not, you still got to tend to that unhealed energy, unhealthy attachments, etc. Pixie Cuts, Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, that song by Ruth B. I am a lost boy. From this Queen of Cups and Emperor energy. Yeah. You're probably not talking to this person. Y'all probably can't really get on the same page. That's because meditation really be needed, or removing some type of negative energy. Something is really gripping. Like someone has a grip on you, a hold on you, or vice versa. You have a hold on somebody. Maybe it's this damn drama queen, this karmic energy, bro. That's gossiping. Party girl. 1111. Searching somebody up. Somebody is poison, toxic, unhealthy behaviors in people. And somebody could be denying it too. But I feel like some of y'all, you just done, honestly. Yeah. You could be ascending. See, before you reach a certain destination, some of y'all, you had to get the poison out. That's probably why certain things were like setbacks or unfinished business or whatever case may be. Because when you go up them stairs, ain't no coming back. When you open up that third eye, ain't no closing it. Like similar to that. So it's just... Tell me more about this divine feminine faith energy. Damn. Somebody could be confused between disconnecting and connecting. Or maybe somebody is agreeing to be disconnected. Especially no. Especially because the situation is too like there's a lot of rage. It's not really healthy. Confirm the happiness. Black energy. Yeah, somebody is not happy with somebody else being happy. They like not agreeing to nothing. Yeah, see, somebody could be making something harder than what it has to be. Because this song is called Lay With Me. It's by Iove. You're close. What is this? Confusion, illusion, divine masculine energy, thief. We got trash, vacation, adventure, entrapment. Yep. See, somebody, they got to get out the poison. They got to get out the poison. They got to get away. They got to, but somebody is possibly trapped due to some type of, somebody tugging on somebody's heartstrings, or maybe because of money or pregnancy or whatever. But Archangel Michael is on the back seat. You are protected from whatever this is. And if these people are just in this energy because of their own unhealed energy and their low-key divine, then they're protected as well. But honestly, I feel like this is Archangel Michael working with you. You're prevented from harm. Divine intervention is stepping in. Something is about to be revealed, especially due to some type of confusion or illusion. Excuse me, confirmation. Confirmed obsession, enamor. This could be tied to legality or the adjudication system, legal situations, something being filed, some type of paperwork, some type of court, and then happiness. Your glows. On the back, we got trash. Confirm this lustful entity attachment with this divine masculine energy. We got bounty hunter coming out, chaser, hot pursuit with realization, interview. See, there's some type of awareness or something being found out, something coming to light, especially possibly due to talking or a conversation or getting on the same page. Confirm this Jezebel. Yeah, this Jezebel could be meeting 2 or more people, discussing something, planning something. Confirm the divine masculine. The divine masculine, something about today could be significant, or the present time, in the moment. Maybe this person practiced mindfulness unintentionally. Confirm entity attachment. Yeah, see, the entity attachment is the thirsty energy causing chaos. This entity is thirsty and causes chaos. It's a drama queen. That's probably why drama follows this person everywhere. It's not because they're probably a bad person or whatever the case may be. It possibly has a lot to do with, because they do carry divine masculine energy, but something about today or something about a specific day or something about this Jezebel. What's this Jezebel? Why is this? We got anxiety and alien. This song is called Get Away by Amaria. See, it keeps saying something about get away. Either you need to get away from this ex-lover, or the ex-love, or this twin flame needs to get away from this entity attached on this karmic femme, or they need to heal their own energy or child. All I know is the ex-lover is significant. Why is getaway out here? What is the getaway? This could be a trip, going on vacation, getting away from somewhere. What is this getaway energy? We got divine timing and legal matters. On the back, we got divine masculine. So maybe something is coming together individually in your life versus another. I don't know if y'all will be together in the future. It's your life, you know, but I feel like there's a magnetic attraction here, passion here, but there's also fear. Somebody's afraid. Maybe because they can't trust the other person. Maybe this person lied or lies. Maybe they're keeping secrets, or they kept secrets. It's crazy because this most definitely was given a union for real, but somebody could have hindered it with their own unhealed energy and influences. And they was being in denial about how real and true this connection was, how happy that a person made them was. And maybe that could have had a lot to do with this entity attachment, whether it was this person or whether it was their own energy of unhealed energy that's still possibly connected with this individual. But take off your globe. Singing singers. Yeah, somebody on a mask, not showing true self, but keeping tabs on somebody. This could be somebody who's insecure. I'm seeing breakup. Something was forever, but now it's seeming like there's an ending here due to some type of heartbreak. And maybe the other woman or another woman or something like that. We got intuition and inner knowing here with regrets and mistakes. See, somebody knows. Somebody know. But it's romance and feelings here. It's crazy. We got compromise, making changes. Damn. It's like somebody sacrificed their happiness for their own, due to their own karmic energy or unhealed energy from karmic energies. Whether that's you or someone else towards you, somebody pretty much ruined a good thing and was in denial about how somebody made them feel. Somebody made them feel happy, etc. But they were like, they possibly were like blocked from this. And I don't want to say the third party did some type of blood spell, so it caused this and caused that. But, you know, I don't know, honey. I don't know. Okay? I know, but I don't know. Okay? It's a lot going on. It's a lot. Everybody's life is different, so I'm trying to be biased and Alright, any last messages here for the collective? Yep, we got you hurting or somebody else hurting. There's some type of agonizing pain. Alright, we got single parent, responsibilities. Any more messages? Intimacy, bonding, maybe hurting from someone who you really loved, who was really close to your heart, vice versa. Maybe they broke in your trust. Maybe they got certain energy that they need to heal and tend to before pursuing you. They know they can trust you. They know that you bring them happiness. Maybe vice versa. But something, it can't really be built on solid foundation because there's still some either outside interference, whether that's in the form of somebody trying to manipulate something, play God, do rituals, or whether that's because of the outside energies that hurt the main characters involved. So these people are suffering from that unhealed energy, which is interfering with new beginnings in other areas. People are also going through money issues and legal situations, and like all of this stuff can really hinder how a person wants to truly show up, whether it was childhood wounds, whether it's stuff that's happening in the present moment. 1717 on the clock. What's going on? What's the messages here? Yeah, somebody got some anxiety. Somebody's scared. They're panicking. This could be an ex-lover. Or this could be you towards an ex-lover. Any more messages? We got peace. Somebody's working on peace. Or they can't be at peace. It can go either way. It's in transition. Take it how it resonates. Any more messages here? We got new love, renewed hope. So there could be some new love coming in, new person, new love energy. Some of y'all still want the ex. But the ex got to get their ish together. If they don't get their ish together, you got to move forward, love. Regardless, you got to move forward. But sometimes people just come in, you know, it's meant to be but not meant to stay sometimes, you know. And if people want to actually be in a connection with you, they got to come with it. And if they don't come with it, they gonna most definitely be left. Okay? There's some of y'all like, yeah, I need new people and new things. And once again, you're the creator of your life. Y'all don't have to reconcile. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I feel like y'all are naturally being protected on this journey, though. When it comes to the collective reconciling, what's the energy on that with this We got home, foundation. I just see this as stability, etc. Like I said, regardless whether it's new people or old, people still gotta build on solid foundation. Can't be no anxiety, no mistrust, no hindrance to keep something from blossoming or blooming. Whether this is work you gotta do, work they gotta do, new people or not. Okay? And missing you, it came out again. Thinking of you. Yeah. When it comes to this new love for the collective, what's the energy on that? New person, new love. Damn. Some of y'all most definitely like no second chances. Some of y'all for sure are possibly considering the new love. Some of y'all are possibly not willing to yet walk away from the past people just yet. Any more messages for the collective? We got honesty, truth. Be honest with yourself. Be truthful. Listen to your truth. Okay, this is an owl here. It sides to wisdom. Okay, trust your wisdom. All right, we got dating, meeting someone new. It keep coming out in the reverse. When we was using the other deck, date had came out in the reverse as well. So either it could still resonate in upright or it could be the complete opposite. Okay? So some of y'all, you probably eventually will meet someone new, but you're possibly not really focusing on romanticism, connecting with new people. Maybe this is a time of self-love instead of... Yeah. We got ghosted and disappearing coming out. It's in the reverse though. Maybe you could have ghosted someone, they could have ghosted you. Maybe somebody wasn't ghosted. Something's not disappearing. Like that one person, bruh. We got unsent messages and text message. Somebody could have unsent their text message. Somebody thought something was forever, but it turned out to be, you know, an ending happened or a breakup. Probably because somebody wants peace. So some of y'all in no contact, silent. But they're missing you, thinking of you, and maybe you miss them and you be thinking about them. Got sex, good time. Some of y'all you got that Jezebel spirit on you. Or they got that Jezebel spirit on them. It's giving 50 Shades of Grey on it. Now, we got marriage, sacred union. I sent him a letter I found and I blocked him. See, I seen that message, letter, news energy. Y'all know y'all life better than anyone, okay? We got home and foundation. So your home life, whether this is within self, that solid foundation within self, or whether this is like home, family situations, whether it's the family you create or you were birthed into. Overall, it's time to foundation. We got finances, your future. I'm seeing mind on the money. See, you know, I'm in the USA, right? And this most definitely isn't USA currency. So really something about going to places where the currency is different for sure could be significant. And then we got competition, the other woman here. Confirmed competition, the other woman. We got I'm sorry and apology. So maybe somebody, there could have been, maybe some of y'all felt insecure. Maybe there was something about the other woman. And somebody want to come in with an apology, or somebody could genuinely be apologetic. Because like I told y'all, a lot of people, they aren't necessarily bad people. They just got demons. They just got healing that they need to do. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Even though you're completely different from these people. But you went through, you know, different things and situations. And I thought of product of the environment all over again. Because I thought of that before. Reese's Pieces could be significant. Okay, confirmed text message, unsent messages. Cheating, broken trust, coming out sideways. Maybe somebody was contemplating something but decided to unsend their message. Whether this was in a way of, you know what, I shouldn't do this, I'm not going to do this. Or whether this was in a way of, oh no, I don't need nobody getting no receipts on me. Don't need me getting caught up. Okay, it could be in any way, really. Confirm this text message energy. We got party, having fun. Confirm unsent messages. Healing, releasing. So whatever happened, you could be healing from it. Or encouraged to. Somebody is apologetic and it came to this third party stuff. Confirm, I'm sorry, apology. Secret admirer, timid. And then we got non-committal and independent on the back of the deck. These don't have to be both people, it could be separate. Like, oh, collective is in this non-committal energy towards this person that's apologetic and... Damn, what's the other card? Child, I forgot. Okay. But you can have your mind on your money. Okay, I don't feel like you necessarily ghosting people like you were at first. Religion could be significant. You could be meeting someone new, dating someone new. But first, before this comes in, you're needing to just heal and just focus on self-love so you can be in a better energy. I feel like y'all are going to connect with somebody who's honest. Your cologne, your hands. When you break up with these people, they miss you for sure. It's an ending here, and these people thinking about you, vice versa. Y'all could have had like good times together, sexual relations, but now you in no contact. And I feel like you operate in this energy of no second chances, or you're encouraged to not give this person a second chance. Confirm grave, no second chances. Says between the lines, look for what's hidden. And we have non-committal and independent. Confirm why grave is out here. Why is no second chances out here? Because this could be how you feeling, or it could be encouraged. Then we got call, hearing from them. So some of y'all, it's like y'all be on different pages. It's like you be done, you be wanting to focus on something new, and these people still pulling on your energy. Like, what's up with me and you? Okay, let me hear you. They probably be thinking you finna connect back with them whole time. You didn't moved on or moving on. But this is possibly not something you want to do. You know? Maybe these people could be having on a mask towards their addictions. Maybe you too. But confirm new love. Renewed hope. We got non-committal. Independent. Maybe being in this energy, maybe you feel more beautiful, maybe you feel more healthy, maybe you feel more stable. And if that's the case, you dating the wrong people, child. But remember, we give ourselves karma. So we can't necessarily point the finger at everybody else because we choose who we love. We make our own choices and decisions, right? So just think about some things. Heal. Let other people be in their own life, whether they're getting karma or not. Like, don't be really focused too much on that. That don't really matter. Just focus on your healing. Let these people... What's the advice for the collective towards these exes? This ex. See, we got divine timing. Believe in the right timing, but it's coming on the reverse. And then on the back, we got insecurity, self-esteem. I feel like it really all depends on y'all. Like, it really depends on you. Confirm this ex-lover, old spark. Yeah, this person is coming up as a male or a divine masculine energy, which can also be female who is embodying divine masculine energy. Confirm bonding, intimacy. We got safety and comfort. This could have been somebody who was like a comfort zone, safety net. Or maybe you're attracting something that's more safe. Okay. We got gambling, turmoil ahead, crossroads, lies. compromise, secret admirer, reconciliation. Damn, it's like the situation where you break up, make up, break up, make up, and you only breaking up because they hindered your trust again, they did some old dumb shit, or whatever the case may be. And I don't think y'all should keep putting y'all heart through that, you know. But y'all may end up reconciling with this person again. But honestly, it says unresolved situation, unfinished business, but it's coming out in reverse. So I feel like everything has been resolved. It's just maybe somebody is still not yet done with the connection, even though it showed them everything they need to see, taught them everything they need to be taught. And maybe this could be like other people energy. Like you could be moving forward while this person is like, nah, I'm not ready. Right? But we got courage and strength on the back. Got divine feminine. So divine feminine could have been connected with a king of swords, or could have turned into this person that was more head over heart. But there's some unexpected money coming in. Any more messages? Yeah, we got fierce and afraid. On the back, we got social media, keeping tabs. Somebody is literally fearful and afraid of something. That's why they're keeping tabs on you. Confirm fears and afraid. We got change. Somebody is fearing some type of change. Transition. Trust your intuition, though. Alright, we got compromise. Making changes. On the back, we got anxiety or worry. So maybe somebody gets to compromising and making changes due to some type of anxiety or worry, or maybe somebody is encouraged to compromise, not in a way that's unhealthy for you and that's neglecting you and your inner child, but just something is tied to making some type of changes, you know, not really being stubborn to something. Be mindful of anxiety and worry. It really all depends on how the messages are said. We got the divine feminine coming out again. Gambling, taking a chance. Ooh, child, I don't know. This don't really seem like a safe thing. I feel like you should continue to build, you know, solo dolo. Get your emotions and your mental and your spiritual and everything back into alignment. It's like a car trying to run on, like, with no gas, okay? So it's like anything, it could be way worse when you're going into a situation that's unstable and you also unstable. And dealing with a person that's unstable. You know, it's just a whole lot of unstableness. 1 + 1 is 2, okay? And dealing with a person that's unstable. You know, it's just a whole lot of unstableness. 1 + 1 is 2, okay? So it's like, something about not being able to get on the same page. 1 minute, it's like, but you protected from and prevented from harm. You need to journal. Financial support coming out in reverse. Yeah. See, some of y'all, when you connect with people, do know that whatever stuff they got going on in their life, it'll transition over into yours, even though you protect it. But it's like, you know, imagine somebody going through child support stuff now, and you connected with them. Now you experiencing that. trauma bond. So somebody in their head, love on the brain, worried. That worry is what's keeping somebody trapped, confined. It ain't nothing to meet new people, bruh. Maybe some of y'all that's what you need, because 1 + 1 is 2. An unstable connection is an unstable connection. A divine connection is stable. It's a stable connection. But I mean, it's your life. Trust your intuition. He said it's all right. This song is by D'Angelo. It's called Send It On. It's most definitely giving twin flame. It says, give them a chance. Maybe this person was encouraged to just go ahead and give you a chance. Encouraged to give someone else a chance. We got 111 here. Maybe this is confirmation to you to give them a chance. I don't know. Maybe give the new person a chance. Maybe, child, look. I don't know your situation, so I don't feel too comfortable telling you to give somebody a chance, because if this is a domestic violence situation, of course, it's giving no. Okay? But, I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Leave it for somebody else if it don't resonate with you. Okay? Damn, we got delusional. Okay, maybe, okay, for some of y'all, giving this person a chance, maybe you in Delulu land, okay, when it comes to that. They don't have to go together. But angel number 10 is significant. 000. So something or someone is delusional. Okay, I'm saying give them a chance coming out here. Maybe it's when they're in a better energy. Okay, it says it's going to work out. Well, it's not going to work out. That's what this says. It's not going to work out. Child. Maybe somebody's encouraged to give somebody a chance, but they're going into a situation with a distorted view, already feeling like something not going to work out. Or maybe somebody is encouraged to take a chance on themselves and, you know, not operate in self-delusion because something is not going to work out. Like, it really all depends, but overall, I'm seeing a successful outcome or a successful situation. We got Leo on the back. Seven. I was just thinking of 7-7, and then we got 777 coming out. It says God has stepped in. God is interfering. I most definitely picked up on the angels and your ancestors and everything like that coming through. And we had got that priest energy earlier, which can symbolize the energy of God. Some of you guys could be a last born. Okay, we got 888 here. A female is significant. Female energy or feminine energy. Okay, we have a Virgo energy coming out. 444. All right, any more messages here for the collective? So a female Virgo or a feminine energy. A Virgo that's possessing feminine energy. or a female being connected to a Virgo. It says cheaper to keep her. This song is by D'Angelo. It's called Brown Sugar. Your third eye chakra is going to be very significant. Tarot readers are significant. We got Taurus energy, 333 coming out. So Taurus, Virgo energy. We got self-care. We got worth it and worthy. You are worth it. You are worthy. Okay? Maybe something is worth it or worthy. I don't know, honey. We got the root chakra coming out. So your root chakra and your third eye chakra is significant. Maybe there's deep trust wounds that you're needing to heal, that you're healing, or that you've healed, okay? We got party life coming out with everything is coming together. Party animal, party boy, party girl, party life. Everything is coming together. I hope somebody don't think something is coming together due to all this love spell and magic that they trying to do. So we already know your romantic life is significant. This could be time to romance or romantic connection. Any more messages? We got toxic. Toxic coming out. We got the grass is not greener. We got depression. Pisces energy, 999. We got network, invest. And we have keep going, doing great. It's also coming out in the reverse. Confirm, give them a chance. We got religion. So maybe giving something a chance that ties to something that is different from your norm. Like a spiritual person being encouraged to not alienate themselves from religious practices or whatever. It doesn't mean that you're religious now or that you can't, the labels, right? But that's like a spiritual person being able to take heed to a religious created message. Like you could be spiritual and you could read the Bible just because you connect with it in maybe a spiritual way, not necessarily religion, right? Okay, confirm, give them a chance. Maybe this could be a person that's religious. Maybe your religion is significant. It says taking advantage. Maybe when you give them a chance, they take advantage. Or give them a chance, take advantage of this child. Look. Confirmed delusional. We got lead astray coming out with that. Confirmed delusional. We got internal conflict. So maybe there's some type of internal conflict causing you to feel like something is like, oh, I'm being delusional, or oh, I'm being led astray. Like, or vice versa. Confirm it's not going to work out. We got Cancer. And it's coming out with 222, which ties to harmonious relationships and everything like that. And then we got Leo coming out. Maybe that's why something was delayed, setback, skipped. Alright, confirm worth it and worthy. Confirm worth it and worthy. We got codependence and codependency. So look, a lot of times connections, it's really here to teach, help you grow, learn, evolve, all that. You're really going to need to trust your intuition, heal your third eye. Taurus, Virgo energy is here. Self-care is necessary. Codependency could be a thing. Confirm, give them a chance. We got slow and steady. Yeah, take your time. It's up to you. Either you can say, nope, no second chances, or you can say, okay, I can do a second chance, but operate from a space of wisdom and honesty. Do you even still care to date this person? Do you even trust them enough? Do you feel like they're ready? Do you feel like you're ready? Okay? Sometimes you got to apply your wisdom, and sometimes you got to move slowly, not rushing. Okay? Sometimes rushing could create, it could be a bad choice. Next thing you know, somebody feeling ashamed or guilty or whatever. It says, do not invest, can't be trusted. Exactly. You can't move forward into something without any trust. So either you're encouraged to just move forward, nip things in the bud, heal, or still do that, and maybe you'll come back around with this individual when y'all are in better energies. Or maybe you'll just ascend to a better connection, one that's more in alignment with you. Like, it says chess, not checkers. Some of you guys could be using strategy, or you're encouraged to use strategy when it comes to releasing. I'm seeing luck is on your side. Sexuality could be significant, health issues, a felon, a jailbird, somebody who's insecure. Okay, it says this person likes the same sex. That could be you, it could be them, it could be both. It says it's time to move. The law or court could be significant. There could be some secrets going on. You could be hiding something from somebody. It doesn't have to just be within this twin flame or romantic connection. This could be family, friends. But somebody is possessing God and Goddess energy. Okay? Somebody's encouraged to take a different approach indirectly, or something is happening indirectly. Maybe some aggression. Okay, I'm seeing a destiny swap. Aquarius, Aries energy, violence and abuse, triangulation. Being encouraged to relax. Yeah, because some of y'all, you went through a lot. And some of y'all, you could be a bit stubborn when it comes to things. You probably have Capricorn somewhere in your chart. You got to chill. Chilling would be a very good thing for you at this moment. Okay? It says cut them off permanently. We got weakness, kryptonite. There go that Capricorn energy. What is the final message for the collective towards this romantic situation? This twin flame. We got isolation. And yeah, isolation. So maybe time apart for sure is good. Or maybe you're isolating yourself from this person. The advice is isolation. 696, 699, 999, 666. We got karmic energy on the back. That's why something is constantly karmic, because something needs time, space, growth, healing, solutions, completion. But God coming through. Okay. What is the advice personally towards the collective without anybody else involved? We got a male. This could be masculine energy, male energy. Masculine usually can tie to the Scorpio on the back, transformation, etc. Usually tied to action and other stuff like that. All right, what else? Something is unclear. There's a lack of clarity. And then we got ego and pride on the back. Any more messages here for the collective? Okay, we got desperate. Yeah, you don't want to be operating in that energy. And we have non-religious coming out now. But my phone is on 2%, you guys. So I return the collective's energy back to them, and I release my energy back to me. If you want to get more firm on, these messages, I do advise you to get a personal. Therefore, it will be your energy and your energy alone. Then it won't have to be all of this extra card pulling, confusion. We could just nip it in the bud with a simple tarot spread. And you'll get more clarity that way. Okay, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you guys for double tapping, contributing to the live. I appreciate that. I hope to see you again in the next one. If not, it's totally fine. Just don't forget to give me a follow. Excuse me, because you may never see my face again. I don't do just tarot. I do life coaching, mentorships, and the list goes on. I do go by being a wise counsel. If you're new here, my name is Lenisha. This video will be uploaded to my YouTube. Message me if you're wanting to get on the list for a personal reading, okay?